The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys, they cutting up.
Whoa! I'm gonna tell you we finna cut up.
What going on with you, y'all?
Man, how y'all doing? How y'all is, man? This show.
Good, man.
What a beautiful day in the ham.
Man, it couldn't get no better than what it is. It's shining and shining and shining.
We want to welcome y'all to another edition of Kuttin Up.
Yes,
with your boy Elroy.
and your boy D from 3 all
Yes,
day
sir.
and twice on Sunday, baby.
Well,
Yes, sir.
D,
Man,
I'm gonna let you
Man.
take the flow and
man.
introduce
It better be a
our
song
special
with it
guest
too,
for
so
the
you know,
day.
open up singing.
Oh, Lord, y'all.
Huh?
Now, y'all. I told y'all we were bringing. Yeah. Well, y'all, we got a good special guest with us, man. One of our local greatest out here, man. One of my longtime friends, classmate, man. One of y'all know exactly what we're saying. Comedian extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Master.
yeah.
Mr. Road Dad himself. FunnyMaine.
It hurt you to say that roll tide, didn't
It
it?
did, man. But you my boy.
Hey, but you know what, G?
You my boy.
You know what?
My boy.
The thing about it is this. He is what he is when it comes to them other folk.
Yeah.
But I got to go and give it to you. I mean, give it to him, rather. He 100 about it due to the fact that he told me early in the day.
Yeah.
Because we were going over, what we're going to talk about, chit-chat, whatnot. And he was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know now, he is with D-Roll Tide. So, man, that's 2 times he done said it today.
2 times, y'all.
Absolutely.
And
So
I
you
said
know it
twice
got-
on Sunday now.
so it
What
got
I
to-
tell
it
you
got
now.
to be
I'm over
some
here
love for you.
That's
I'm
2.
counting them. I'm trying to get 3 more of them in there.
Well,
Yeah,
actually, we need to get, what he said, 2 times? So we need to get 15 more.
No.
15.
Yeah, we got 17.
I was going to stall them out if
We got 17.
Yeah.
He already had that sandwich with the 17 pieces of bacon. Did he tell you about that? Did he tell you about that?
Ramma Jamma?
He went down there.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had a Ramma Jamma?
He ain't tell
man,
you
I was-
that?
Yeah, man. I was actually down there at, actually had to go work at another, from a job I had to work for another location
Okay.
down out McFarland, man. So I went down to Ramma Jamma, man, right next to
Right
next to the stadium, man.
Yes,
It
sir.
was nice. It was nice, man. Nice little chicken sandwich and everything like that. So, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Nah, that's a legendary spot.
And I'm gonna be honest with
Sure.
you, I haven't been out there, man. I think I haven't been in Tuscaloosa bro, in about 15, 20 years. So it looked totally different from the last time I saw it. So I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Well, like I said, my wife graduated from Auburn, so we are house divided. But the thing about it is,
that's a house right there. Boy.
no, but the thing about it is, I didn't put my mark on it. See, when the cat is away, the mice shall play. You understand? So, a lot of them saying roll tide around that house now, you understand me?
Man, I ain't care who I marry. If she say roll,
But no,
I'ma
though,
let
for
her
real
have
though.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down on the plains and see some game.
yeah, I'm gonna go down. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm
For
gonna
real,
step
for
down
real.
there. This will be my first time in months years. Come Iron Bowl birthday time for Mr. Holloway, late November.
Yeah.
I will.
No, I'm actually like, I'm not even trying to go to an Iron Bowl,
No,
like
don't,
that.
don't we play state?
I
Which one on
actually
state?
wanna-
Either state or
believe so.
Alabama. I know it's state or A&M. Which one Auburn play? I can't remember.
believe
State or
A&M.
A&M.
I
A&M.
I think it's A&M.
Is it UAB? No, UAB played A&M last year.
Yeah,
So
I know we
maybe
got one on
A&M
first
Yeah, I
game.
think it's A&M. This
Yeah, I
year.
know we got one on first game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all said some ugly things to Bama State last time. They came.
Man.
Really?
Oh my God, man! Some of the posters that was up
Bruh.
on the frat house. Oh man, they were pushing the limit.
Man, them folk went in, Fred, and I don't even like I said, it was real, bro. I ain't gonna, I didn't.
Wait.
I don't even know where it come from. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Bro.
nice.
Come on now.
Yeah,
know
you-
where it
you-
come from.
If y'all didn't know, that's what we call a West Side wink.
Hey, but
Shade the wink if you want to say it.
you know what? Just speaking of them playing HBCU, how do you feel about that? Because me personally, I don't like it. I know it's for the money. I know it's for the better, but come on, FunnyMaine. Like, we be broke up though. Like, we get a lot of injuries.
But I mean, you got some cats, man. They want to.
They want
one time what it feel like to
compete against that level.
Against them. How do we stack up? Now you might have a few out there that's scared to the gristle.
Well,
I guarantee it's about 8 of them cats.
I ain't gonna lie. At least 2-3 of them ready. They want that smoke.
You know what? I don't really think. I think about 80% of the team can compete.
Yeah.
But my thing is this though. The depth.
Yeah, man, they not gonna win.
And not only the depth.
Yeah.
It's about 100-pound difference and about 5 to 8 inches worth of difference of meat.
Yeah, because that's what
trenches.
But you got to think about it. No damn did it. But but the thing is this: is the type of player you're gonna have that's gonna go to the school like Alabama, Auburn, and things like that. So they're gonna be a mile ahead of them in the first place physically.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because these gonna be Power 5 type of talents in which they was already been scouted, been doing this since they were 4. So it's doing it in their sleep. Yeah. See, and then the reason why they really want that smoke, because some of them cats was looked over by them schools and not offered.
True.
You know what I mean? So now they trying to prove a point like, hey, let me show you let me show you something, little guy. And I'm gonna be honest now.
With the transfer
some
portal,
of these
that might
games
help
been
too.
good, better than they were supposed to be. You know what I mean? And especially on Auburn's side, I'm gonna be honest with you, because they come in with a different fire, and like they say, any dog have his day regardless of the talent level. You know what I mean?
Playing field is more level now.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the fact that now I think cats, knowing with Deion doing what he did, going over there for a while, I think cats has a little bit more confidence in going to an HBCU and believing they can be saw, especially now that they have a specific HBCU combine. That's HBCU only.
What do you think, since we're talking about this, what do you think that we can do for our people to be able to go back to them days of what we've heard of the glory years of HBCU football?
When that's what all we had. I always say, man, it's a choice. Everybody individually got to make more choices towards supporting our black institutions. That's the only way forward. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, man, the way the climate is. If you a kid that's been, like he said, doing this since 4th, 5th grade, you get up to college, you might not want to just take a risk. You want to go with the surest shot. And the surest shot for you might be Alabama, might be Auburn. So I'm not mad at it, but, yeah, it's going to take I love the momentum that HBCUs are getting. I'm a HBCU grad. I know the greatness that come from them, but it's just going to take people making choices.
And like you were saying, man, and Rocky, basically what you said, that's all you had. But you got to think about it. The reason why we had all that, because guess what? We couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
That's why if you go look at all your old football players, 60s and 70s, all of them went to the HBCU. Jerry Rice's and things like
and
that.
That's what
Valley States.
And that's what I was really asking, though.
Like
what can we do to entice them? And I know it's a big difference. Like if you look at University of Alabama or University of Auburn, or Auburn University, I'm sorry. No pun intended. But if you look at those, it's a big difference in those two and UAB. Let alone Alabama A&M, Alabama State, and UAB. You feel me? It's a big.
Oh yeah,
but that's by design.
Right.
You know
That's a middle school.
When you strip us of resources for so long,
and
especially money,
right.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's there, man. A lot of schools are fighting right now, especially state schools across the country, HBCUs, because they owe, in some cases, billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So that's how it was set up.
Right.
Yeah.
But the answer to cure, like you were saying, to be honest with you, is them playing more of those games. Because as much as their sides are unleveled, that's where they're going to be able to feed so they can actually get the facility. Because think about it, 1 or 2 of those games can actually fuel their athletic department for a year or 2.
Okay.
But I think a bigger thing, too, is coaches.
Oh, right.
You got to have the right coaches. We saw the difference that Deion made.
Then we got what's called a TSU too.
Yeah. Eddie George is over there. But Deion, when he left he said one thing that nobody could make an argument against. He said, "Listen, y'all, to get into good recruits, I need coaches, and I got to be able to pay the coaches." He said, "I'm good,
Right.
And better facilities.
They got to be, paid."
Right. And then,
Better
then
facilities too.
man, think about it.
If you get better coaches and start winning,
You're going to get
in
facilities.
TV, you can get the facilities.
Right.
'Cause think about it. Even a high school program, Hoover, Thompson, you can get facilities.
And that's
but-
city money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then think about this. I saw an interview that he had, and I think this hurt him too. He was saying that they had a sellout stadium of 68,000, but you check the books, it was only showing the 28,000 tickets sold.
Now, since we talking about HBCUs, one of the family schools for me is Alabama A&M. So, how do you feel about the situation about them trying to get Birmingham Southern, and it seems as if it's not wanting to be sold to a HBCU? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing word on the street is, yes, of course, there have been others that have offered money,
Right.
but it wasn't what A&M.
Yeah, I
told
think
them.
I heard Miles offer something, but it
You know what I'm
wasn't.
saying?
But
Like
but
I
they-
heard-
I think we all hearing stuff. Who
Yeah.
knows what's really going on? Me personally, I'm not against it, but it wouldn't be my vision for that area.
Yeah,
think about.
and I'm thinking the same thing that you were
we
thinking
up
right
on
then.
it. It's a beautiful location, beautiful campus up on the hills. I got a lake. Me personally, and you'll probably bag me up because you know about real estate. What if that was like brand new houses and just a plush, almost a gated new neighborhood? It would add so much value to the $50 million they already bringing to Smithfield.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
That would trickle over into probably West End and Ensley.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my vision for it. But if A&M gets it or Miles gets it and turn it to, I heard a HBCU incubator, I wouldn't be mad.
But yeah, because I'm you know what I'm saying, piggybacking off that because you know I love my city, man, but that's just, and I love that, and I've been on that campus, and it's been a while, but that campus it's a
Talking
beautiful
about
campus.
Talking
Birmingham
about
says it's a beautiful
Birmingham
campus because if you know typically about it, hell, then nobody hardly go to the damn school,
Yeah.
so it wasn't able to be ran down.
It
Now
was
it's
private.
not updated. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't that many people going there and represent you
looked
need to
like
update.
it's stuck in
It
the
like
80s,
it's like
but it's
85,
clean,
90,
though.
but it's
I
clean.
was gonna say about the 60s.
No,
for
no,
real.
no. Because I was up there with one of my partners when he was talking to a little chick up there, and that had to be like early. I want to say late '90s, early 2000s. So it was straight then. It had recently been upgraded because I actually went inside of the dorm, so they actually looked like how Rose. You ever been inside of Rose and A&M? So it actually looked like that with the co-ed dorms
Gotcha.
coming in the middle. They go outside, so it kind of looked like that.
Gotcha.
Recently
Gotcha.
upgraded. So if it's stuck in something, it's stuck in like 99, 2000, because it's never been updated since then. But see, the thing is that look at the area and what you're doing now. It's great for them. Why? Classic right there.
Well,
You see what I'm saying? So you can come in early, band, football
Man,
team.
now
A&M would definitely just tailgate on
Benefit.
You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can they can have like an ultimate experience right there because
now,
it's theirs.
I got a question for you now, since you brought up the classic.
Okay.
And it's perfect because you, FunnyMaine, being the man of the city that you are.
I try to
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
you
I
know,
mean?
yeah.
You know, you get a
Play with
chance
me.
to MC the classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is this. Now, me personally, I've been going since I was about 4 or 5 years old. Like I say, my mama, my auntie, my dad, great uncles, everybody went to A&M. If they didn't, they went to Bama. So I've been going to homecoming. I've been going to the classic and maybe other big name games on campus for a long time. Now, my question to you is this. How do you feel about the classic situation? Now, me personally, I'm one of the ones that grew up going to the game when it was a fashion show.
Right.
I went to the game where the whole stadium was full, even the upper deck.
Yep.
You feel me? Everybody put on their best clothes. If it was cold, you put on your leather and your mink. You
Yeah.
dig?
Oh yeah.
Like, took pride. You feel me? My thing is, I'm an advocate for it moving to protective. I feel that it'll be a sellout every year.
Mhm.
And I'm looking at the game aspect.
Yeah.
The way that they're building Uptown up, I don't know if I know you have, but I don't know if you
big up to the Stallions, baby.
I don't know if you've been to an actual bowl game at Protective.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Been
Well, you know how they block off everything around it, open
Right.
container, people walk.
Right.
I mean, like they're fixing to bring the amphitheater so you can have concerts up the street, back and forth. Like I'm looking at the longevity of the classic. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like it's the biggest event when it comes to black folk, and it still can be. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's other places that they can take the tailgate part in that North Birmingham area. That's all I'm saying. And
I've thought about that. First of all, I stay in Norwood, and I'm about 2 or 3 streets
Right.
away from Caraway. So
Yes,
I
sir.
see the hospital star out of my window.
Right.
Which I'm close to Protective and all that. I go to all the Stallions game, been to the Auburn Bowl game.
Right.
Hell with this man. Shit.
I was there too.
So yeah, I've thought a lot about it, man.
Go Cougars.
And if it did move, I wouldn't be mad. But this is what I proposed to city folk. I said, why don't y'all keep the tailgating at Legion Field and just run the shuttle bus back and forth to the game? Because even though I love the tailgate and I love the people being out there, it's a big part of the culture.
It's about
Ain't
the
no
game.
money in that.
It's
and them
about
folks
the
ain't buying
game.
no tickets, and they not trying to buy no tickets.
But see, this is the thing now, funny man.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's finna be about the game now, though.
Why?
They done went up on the price of the tailgate.
How much the tailgate is?
$400 for
For-
a 10
Yeah, but
for
still,
one
man,
spot.
For
10,
but you
10
got
by 10. So if you
Oh,
a
wait,
nigga-
wait, hold on,
if
stop,
you
stop,
a
oh,
nigga-
stop. What,
Yeah.
hold on, stop. What the fuck?
So if you got one of them big old
Hell
circus
no.
tents,
yeah, this was about 3 months ago.
Son,
they did.
God
So what if you
damn,
need-
a 10 by 10?
what if you got an
That's a
RV?
pop. That's one pop up tent.
I'm just telling
But
you.
no,
G.
you forgetting there's a lot of families and organizations running them tits. So when you split 400 by 5,
How many
6
spots
people,
are there? You know how many spots it is total?
I got it
Couple
written
hundred?
down at the house, but
Couple
it's
hundred?
a few hundred.
Couple hundred.
Maybe about 400.
Okay, so 400, 400, so that's 16,000.
all.
So that's 16.
On
So
the lot, that's
For
all it
sale.
be.
yeah, 16. That's
It
16,000.
seems like it be so many more though.
That's
Because it's like
a lot though.
That's
it's a
16
lot.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
I'm just saying.
16,000.
Because when you go on the site to get it, like you,
But that's
literally
just
click on the space.
16,000 for all the spots. See, I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at what if you need about 6 spots. Yeah, you might have ninjas to help you get the spot, but you still got to get the food. You still got to get the whiskey. You still got to get the bill. You dig what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
you still gotta
know what I'm
have
saying?
something to put up in
Like,
there, like if you bring
you
an
know what I'm
RV,
saying?
a truck, or something.
Like, I'm thinking that, hey, you going up on the spots. Like, if
Gonna
I'm
go up
gonna
on the
pay,
game, innit?
if I'm gonna pay that much, I might as well do like I used to do and pay $200 to get in the back of the club and go see somebody perform late that night. You did, and just go to the game.
Man, listen.
I'm
they
just saying.
they
now.
raised that price, but it's still reasonable, and that price should have been raised a long time ago.
Man, how much was
it was like
it?
150, 160.
Oh, what?
Funny man though.
So it went from
Yeah.
150 to 400?
yeah.
Oh,
Because, like I
But-
said,
but
hold on
now.
you got people
But it's for
that
more than
split
one
it.
day too, though.
Yeah,
It's
you
really
get
from
Thursday to
Wednesday.
Saturday.
Thursday to
It's
Saturday.
with a good.
Because
Yeah,
I
thought,
think they charge per day.
I thought the gates open Wednesday. So
Thursday.
it's Thursday. No, yeah, it was
It might be
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
it's-
no,
they
but
charge
the
it per
line
day.
be out
The
there
one-
that Sunday.
you set up Wednesday. You can only
Once you-
set up on Wednesday. You can't start
Thursday
until
when the
Thursday when you pick
concert-
up.
But I'm just
Little
saying that's
store
when
out
you
there.
go in there Wednesday.
Yeah.
You go in there Wednesday. So you got from Wednesday, your stuff gets set up from Wednesday to Sunday morning.
Now I'm gonna say this. Now I got both of y'all sides, and I think y'all kind of. I
Well,
think
you
y'all said
kinda-
it similar.
You kind of sound like you in the middle.
I am, man. At some point, it's got to generate revenue.
Yeah,
just got to.
Yeah, I feel
And
you.
to be honest, people just coming out there just to tailgate and eat for free, you're not generating that. You
Yeah, it's
adding
not
to
about the
crowd.
school.
You
So
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
It's
so
not
let
about
me
the
ask y'all one more
schools.
question for my take. Do they get any money? So is it a price for the food trucks that's on that street? The street.
Yeah, they
food?
have to pay a vendor
So that's a
fee.
vendor fee.
Yeah.
So they get some off of that too.
Now, funny man, one more thing, and then you. I don't mean to cut you off. Do you think it'll be better, period, if they would actually put money into Legion Field ground. So, say for instance, this October, I knock on wood, hope it ain't like that, but it rains. You understand what I'm saying? All that Friday night and early Saturday morning, stop raining by kickoff. You got mud out there. You got, the city might throw out some straw here and there, but that ain't really doing shit. They got them old iron seats out there. You got the tall, skinny steps with no rails. Motherfucker fall because they drunk and high. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sound system, cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing.
No, it's not.
Trash.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
well,
No, it's
it's
not.
trash.
No, it's
Okay.
not. This shit sound worse than the fucking Boutwell used to.
Well, let's say this. When you doing your thing, it's not a bad echo, but I can imagine if, they
You been
have
out there
a
since they tried to
concert.
battle the bands
but
out
keep
there?
in mind,
The last time, when they
keep
had it
in
during
mind
COVID.
When
yeah.
I'm
Just go-
doing my
It got a
thing,
bad echo.
When I'm hosting on the field, I got to cover my ear because my voice coming back to me like a second
Right
later.
after come off
And
of it.
plus, we can't even move all the way around the stadium because the
Gotcha.
cameras won't pick up.
Gotcha.
So it's got a lot of flaws as far as the sound system.
That's what I'm saying. We selling it for less for the schools are, and that's what they're mad at.
What you mean?
Like, the schools are mad because they want better for the teams. You know what I'm
What you mean?
saying?
You
Like
referring
for
to the
the people
stadium?
that are actually,
Something like the stadium?
No, the universities.
I'm saying, what you mean? They want more for the team in reference to the stadium.
They want
playing
better.
They want
stadium.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
so in other words, think about this. The state of Alabama don't want their kids playing the championship game in the Magic City anymore. And I
Okay,
know it has
so-
something to do with promotion for Alabama, Auburn, and UAB.
No, it didn't. Stop.
But at the end of the day, it also has something to do with Legion Field.
No, listen.
And it's the way it is.
No,
You
it ain't had
understand?
nothing to do with that. Listen, bro.
Okay, what it has something to do
They didn't want to fucking park by them fucking projects. Why you think the projects don't look like that no more? Okay,
they,
then.
they had something to
Thank
do with that
you.
too. They
so,
might
let
have
me,
too.
so let me give you my
Y'all-
take on the
Go
classic
ahead,
part
man.
of
I'm
it.
going to give y'all one entity that y'all ain't talked about, but go ahead.
Now, my take on it is this. When you saying they in reference to the field, I understand that. The field old, we know that just like we were talking about Rickwood. Even they do certain type of upgrades for that because of some things that they gonna have a new event that's coming up in the next couple months.
Man,
But you gotta look at it this
stadium.
right. But you gotta look at right because it's gonna be on TV.
Right.
But bro, we gotta look at one thing, and I'm pretty sure both of y'all can agree with this. But you know how old Legion Field is right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know.
so the thing is that it's gonna cost them, and that's why they did it, bro. It was gonna cost you an arm and a leg to do from the concession stands, the bathrooms, the terrible seats, the sound system, that 1972 view board in which they changed one time when we was in high school when they took Lawson Field turf and came and
But
brought
see,
it.
that's
put it on
why I
Legion
kind of
Field
agree.
grounds.
That's why I agree with what FunnyMaine said when it comes to having the game at protective. And if you want to go to a tailgate, go to Legion Field
ain't
and
gonna-
tailgate your ass off.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what
lie
I'm
to you.
saying?
I didn't think about that until you said that. Because
Yeah.
my thing was when they were trying to do it from school to school, what's the problem that you wasn't gonna have? It was two problems gonna be. 3 people weren't gonna be able to go to the club because there ain't no nightlife. So they coming back to Birmingham anyway after the game. Second of all, ain't gonna be no parking because ain't no parking at protective unless you parking the same way you park up there. Because I park down the regular
Stuck
street.
in them decks.
That's what I'm saying. And it's stuck in them dicks. And you know them dicks ain't niggas. I don't park in there. One of them I
you gonna
park down
be-
by the church.
Well,
You feel what I'm saying? On the other side, back close by the way where you stay.
That's why I bought.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then the press with in reference to the tailgating because we both know because I only rolled past State Stadium one time. That sucker looked like it's this tall, like it's a tall stadium because it don't have any circumference because it's stuck in the middle of something because you couldn't kind of expand it.
I mean, you know the thing.
So
about
I guess
that.
you know if you did it like that, because I was totally against it until he said that part about putting the game there and me going to protective stadium and that part. Yeah, I would love to go to the classic there and watch the game.
Man, that bitch
would
would
be
be
fine. I ain't gonna lie
rocking,
to you,
man.
it'll be rocking. I give you that.
Man,
Now what
so
you what
shit.
entry there? What you was
That
saying?
shit'll be beautiful.
One entity y'all hadn't talked about is the state of Alabama. So that's the biggest thing because the state, of course, they're over Auburn, they're over Alabama.
And UAB.
And- yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also over the BJCC. That's a state-run organization with a board
The
or
legacy.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They run the Legacy, City Walk, all of that is
All
theirs.
run by one
So
person.
that's why
But
the
what,
ci-
one group?
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's
okay.
why the city of Birmingham is going to fight to keep it at Legion Field, which is their property.
Oh.
So they can give the schools that discount, and they're going to get the money. They're going to get the revenue from
Ticket sales.
the ticket sales, your vendors,
vendors.
all of that.
Oh, okay.
But, so that's a huge part of it.
Makes sense.
And
Makes
that's
sense.
why
Makes
the
sense.
high school games are going to 3
Gotcha.
state facilities, which
Gotcha.
is Brian Denny,
Gotcha.
Jordan Hare, and
Protective
Protective.
now.
Okay, so they played the Protective this time?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
switch between
Okay, then
three.
I didn't. Okay, then because I just started it because they was starting to show them on TV, and I caught the cut. I think I caught the was it
I think last
Thompson
year,
game, I
year
think.
before last was
Yeah, 'cause I remember.
year before
Yeah.
last, I think.
Yeah,
it
I
was.
caught them up there.
So
yeah.
the thing is, man, it's always these institutions that they trying to get the money to their pockets, and then with Legion Field, it's old. It'll be 100 in a few years, but it's
Hell
built to
yeah.
last.
I'm talking about that
that's
sucker.
that good steel.
Bro, but that
Like,
boy, listen,
it
that
ain't
thing
going
tornado
nowhere.
proof.
Yeah,
You
but
hear
then
me?
they can't knock it down or touch it because it's
a historical
site
month.
now.
It's
That's
just
why
like
they can't
Rickwood
do no
Field.
Rickwood. Yeah, right.
Same
right,
thing.
Right. So,
But
you need something to let it generate revenue year round than just that one game at the Classic. That's why they haven't put that money in.
This what
I think
go ahead.
they should reach out to 2 other organizations that are headquartered here in Birmingham, the SWAC and the SEC, turn that whole Legion Field into an SEC museum. It'll be a year-round attraction. You could have an opening SEC game there.
That's fine.
You got something there because it's got the history. That's what the
Right.
first 2 SEC championships was.
All the
all
Iron
the
Bowl,
Iron Bowls.
Paul Bear Bryant, all that type of stuff. Yeah, the Oklahoma game was
like
out
I
there.
said, the SEC is headquartered here in Birmingham, and it'll still be a nice stadium. Plus, the SWAC is headquartered here,
Right.
so you could probably maybe bring the SWAC championship back.
Yeah.
Give the SWAC a fourth of a museum.
That's where the
So
first
now
SWAC
you got the
championship
SWAC.
was.
Now
That's
you
where the
got
first.
the
I was
SWAC
at that.
museum.
I was at the first SWAC championship. It was at
Funny,
East
man,
Field.
that's
That's
still,
fine. I think
that's
I
all
like that.
well and
I
good.
like that. I like that.
what you said, but it still revolves around that one thing.
With the
Classic.
with the money.
the money.
But think about what you're saying. If you got the SEC, but think about it, bro. If you got the SEC in it, bro.
But no, what I'm saying is this. We ain't talking about us. We talking about white folk now.
But think
And-
about what.
and we
But think
talking
about what I'm
about-
saying.
We talking about white folk in Alabama.
Oh, but think about this though, bro. Look,
Do
think
they
about this.
really
Let me
want-
hear him out. Go ahead.
Do they really want to put money in Legion Field though? They
What?
ain't did it since the Olympics came.
For the right reasons, they will. You got to look at everything around it. Now, say if that becomes a museum for the SEC and the SWAC,
Mm-hmm.
they're about to put $50 million into the Smithfield area. So that's going to look totally different. In a minute.
Yeah.
Birmingham Southern is on the other side of it. That's about to look different.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that could change the
And
College
5 points
Hill
ain't through
neighborhood.
neither now.
5 points.
They ain't through
and
neither.
I-
You
and
see
I
what they look like
and I
now.
understand
it could be a total revitalization.
Cause we said this at the last session that we talked about. That's one of the main reasons why they making sure that them people at that shell get that under control.
Exactly. So
Because
that's the
of
biggest
all
problem
that
down
is
in that
gonna
area, man.
Hinder what they trying to start. I understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even still though, with all that beautification going on, don't y'all think Legion Field the way it is gonna look like an eyesore? I ain't talking about knocking it down. I'm talking about if you put money into it, like do like what the people at was it Tuskegee or Miles or
the
Stillman?
Tuskegee students with
Okay.
the NFL.
Like,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't for me. It wasn't about the NFL. It was just the revitalization of Legion Field.
Why not
They
put
made
some
it look like a dome. You know what I'm saying? From what I understood, it had a glass front. Yeah, from the the blueprint,
But-
it was nice.
But
You know what
could
I'm saying?
do that, but I think again, like I
Let
said,
UAB
it's a historic building, so a lot of the facade you can't touch. I think you can add stuff around it,
but you
can
can't
make
knock
it
nothing
nice.
down.
Yeah, you can
You
make
can't
it.
take
I ain't well.
Yeah.
Because of that stuff. See what I'm saying? Because
Technically, though,
you can't.
technically, you don't have to knock it down. You can build around.
Yeah,
it.
you just got
that's what I'm talking
solidified.
about.
Yeah, you can
But
build around
it's,
it.
it's a beautiful big gray steel building.
Right,
It's
yeah.
just a remnant of a different time, but I think it's beautiful. And
And
then
it has a lot
in
of
mind,
history.
Not just talked about College Hill, Smithfield, Birmingham Southern. Don't forget Illerton Village. Public housing, we see what they're
Right.
doing with public housing. Ain't no more Brickyard, ain't no more
Cit-
Southtown.
cities,
They finna
what's
start
this,
in
the one
Hensley.
downtown Central City,
Yeah, Central
all
City
that, all
gone.
that,
And
all
to
that.
be honest, these are rough places we knew growing
Oh,
up,
yeah.
but since they changed them over, you don't
You don't
hear
hear
nothing
nothing over there. You hear it
So,
everywhere else.
I gotta think that Tom Brown Village and Avondale and Illerton got to be on the chopping block
They
at some
next,
point.
yeah, the one on the backside talking about on down
So,
about
so-
St. Vincent.
So
Yeah, they already shut it down. They already boarded up, ready to go. But then I thought about this. Well, if you go ahead and put it in there, you don't have to change the outside. You just pretty it up, paint it up. Listen, what I'm saying, your money gonna be on the inside.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really, and you could. But do you want to change the seats?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
don't think you need to.
I'm just being honest because
no,
it's gonna
what I
change.
mean-
You can add a few like
What I mean-
protective, add a few
Yeah,
little premium
premium
with the back,
areas, but I
whatever.
think that what you're
Why
gonna keep
not
is
do it all the way around?
because
But
you
just
can't-
imagine now.
it changes the
Go ahead.
architecture.
I mean,
Go ahead.
yeah.
It just
So
changes
just
the architecture.
imagine you
The
build.
wheel?
Imagine you build the museum on the exterior of Legion Field. That's what I'm talking about. So it's like a walk around
Yeah,
museum.
see, that's what I'm talking
interactive.
about.
But then you have like the SEC opener, like they do the Chick-fil-A thing,
Right.
and now it's Georgia versus Ole Miss.
'Cause I'm
so
thinking
even
about-
a doubleheader. They
Yeah.
play them in there, bro.
'Cause
That's money in the bank.
I'm thinking about what the SEC museum actually looked like in Atlanta. You ever been out there?
It's whack.
It's whack as hell, but I'm just talking about the construction of it. How they had the little areas where you can go play football and stuff like that. So that, and if they had some like that, they can actually be constructed around it in reference to where you have people coming in every day to a walkthrough, and they have an Alabama section in there from with all the Paul Bear Bryant stuff with this type of stuff playing in the background.
Shoes,
Pictures of
George.
and all that pictures of the
Gotcha.
games that happen here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Pat Sullivan.
You can even have a swag
Bo
section because
Jackson,
that's
I
your
got you.
all
Got
the
to have
classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All this classics thing that happen.
Yeah.
First swag championship. You know what I mean? Then, bro, you can actually even take it further than that. You can even have a goddamn little league section from all the Sugar Bear Bowls and
Yep.
all
Yeah.
that stuff and
It's
put
history there,
bro,
man.
so much history that done happened in that stadium.
High school as well.
You know what I'm saying? So you have
With certain
so much
players like Biscuit,
like with
Dave
you can have a
Palmer.
David Palmer
Yeah.
section in there because of him. You know what I'm saying? It's because of how many players that's from the city.
It's
That's
one of them things to
you
me.
know,
It make too much sense. to
right.
not
And
do.
after he said it, I ain't never thought about it till I'm like, damn.
I got something else I want to
That's
talk to
damn.
you about making sense. And we're gonna get into that. But you said something about the revitalization of the West Side. Now, it's getting off sports a little bit, but since we talking about sports around the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to ask you how you feel about the movement that's going on in the city. Do you like the growth that's going on, and is there anything else that you would love to see happen or come to the city, in your opinion, to put us on the map of just a tad bit more for being more than just a hospitable town with good food and good history? You know what I'm saying?
I like the quote unquote growth, but until it's taken care of the struggling folks of Birmingham, it ain't gonna mean a lot. Cause it's just gonna be a bunch of pretty building and edifices surrounded by violence and poverty and crime. So we need to get more Birmingham citizens, as many as we can, that want to be in business. We need to get them into entrepreneurship. We need the city to put some grant money aside for these people, $5,000 to $10,000 to get them started. We need more home ownership. I do like the city. They done put in a new program helping people with down payments and stuff. So until some people of Birmingham can own some dirt and really generate some revenue, it's not really going to be growth. It's just going to be we're looking at other folks make money. Meanwhile, bodies still dropping in the streets that we grew up on.
And I'm agreeing with him on that because and I think me and him have a conversation beforehand when we got here. And because think about this, how many cats you got that got money that's out there arguing right now?
Okay, now I agree totally 100% with what y'all saying about the violence, right? The job situation, I'm kind of in the middle with.
What you in the middle about it? Don't nobody want to damn work?
That's the point.
But you got to think about it, bro.
Hear
Ain't
me
nobody
out,
teaching
hear me
them.
out. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. Look, since the pandemic, motherfuckers have found a way to try to make money, you understand, other ways. You understand? Instead of going and working hard for it. You know, I don't give a fuck what it is. You got, like, half of America when it comes to the women in America got an OnlyFans page. They doing something, you know what I'm saying? They taking pictures of their feet, their hands.
Bro,
something.
they ain't even got to do that. All they got, bro.
Don't nobody want to work. That's why when you
Bruh.
go to McDonald's,
Bro, you ain't gotta
Chick-fil-A,
do that, though.
anywhere, that's why the line 20, 30 minutes long now.
No,
You know
bro,
what
it
I'm
ain't
saying?
even got
Like,
it ain't even got to be OnlyFans,
If you go
bro.
to Amazon, everywhere they saying they hiring. Don't nobody want to work, G.
No, but it ain't. But you gotta think about it though, bro. It's more than one factor in reference to that, bro. You gotta go back to COVID.
Now, housing, that's something of a different nature.
What you
You
mean?
know what I'm saying? Like by owning land and all that, what you're saying, and that's something.
How is that different?
Because
money, ownership,
I think
go
that
the
that's
same.
something that you really have to be taught, and that's something that you have to be taught at a young age, and that's
What you
something
mean
we're
taught?
not taught. You have to be taught to make sure that you don't fuck your credit up. Make sure that you don't blow your money.
So I guess
Save
financial literacy.
So now,
much
so let's
financial
go.
literacy.
So now we
That's
blame
the perfect word.
So the whole thing is your parents.
That's a big part of it. But to be
but
honest,
sometimes you can't even
yeah,
say
we
it's the
got
parents because the
yeah, they
parents
didn't
might
know.
not know.
But check
The
this
parents
though.
might be fucked up. I done learned this over life.
So
that
again,
you got a lot of people that are born in this world and they don't never have a good day. They are born in straight poverty. Like they got it hard. Like you got some niggas that don't have toilet paper to wipe their ass for real, man. Like don't eat until they go to school. That's why they like going to school. When they go home, they ain't eating shit.
Ain't no structure.
Ain't no structure. And it ain't because of the parents, it's because of the cards that have been dealt to the parents.
No, it's because of the cards the parents dealt with. Let's be honest.
I'm
bro.
just saying at least 50% of the time.
Bro, I'm not gonna listen to me, bro. I'm not giving them none of it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. And this. And I understand people to get dealt cards in their life, and everybody's not dealt the same cards. That's why I hate people telling me that chess is the game of life. That's bullshit. Chess is not a game of life. You know why? Nobody has the same fucking pieces in the beginning of the game. In life, nobody's dealt the same cards. Also, nobody can see the move that you're gonna make before you make yours. You gotta make your move before you see anybody else make theirs. So how you telling me that's life? That ain't life. That's bullshit. But what I'm gonna say is this. The reason why I say this is this, man. Everything in life is a learned activity. Nothing that you wake up in the earth you knew how to do other than breathe. Walk, talk, everything you learned from the day you were born, you learned it from somewhere, whether it was a TV or a parent. So that means somewhere, somebody missed a step. And if you had kids, that's when you have to learn that now this kid is your responsibility. So if that mom or dad slept on their responsibility, inherently, I got to give you that if they are not, because you always got to say, I want my kids better than what I was.
But that what you're saying, technically you're not wrong. But at the end of the day, life be life. And what I mean by that is this, G. At the end of the day, you might have a situation where mama work hard during the day, and by the time she get home, the child, it's time for her to go to bed, or him. You feel me? Daddy ain't there, or he work overnight. Like, the kid is basically raising herself. She gets up, gets on the bus, goes to school. You know what I'm saying? Might be in the band, might do volleyball, football, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you're telling me
Get
right now?
home late.
You know what you're describing to me? You said I'm going to be a kid that got good work ethic. Think about what you just said.
Yeah, but
Mama gone, but they going to
that's
school.
the thing, though. You got good work
Speaking
ethic.
of, neither one of y'all are wrong. You just missing some context, and the context is the actual hurdles that are thrown at us as a people. And that's not an excuse. That's not
That's just
victim.
what it is.
That's just what it is. When you talk about redlining, when you talk about gerrymandering, when they took away the ability of the generation before us, our parents,
Yeah, when they
to
took out
generate.
when they took the what you call it out of the schools, what it was 1970.
I think well, basically it was just
Three,
it was
somewhere in that area.
backlash from integration.
Right.
They was like, all right, y'all gonna make our kids go to school with black kids. Well, we gonna show y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And we still ended up at all black school.
Right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but check this though.
And if you go
We didn't know it at the time, but our structure in Pratt and Ensley was actually magnificent. Think about these neighborhoods, brother. I grew up in Southampton. You had Southampton, you had Huntington Hills, you had
Smithfield.
Westchester,
Smithfield Estates.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those were great black middle class neighborhoods.
Yep.
And there was so many young black families moving over there, they had to build a new middle school.
Yep.
Payne in the early 90s. Get to J.O. You might think of J.O. as a hood school, this and that. J.O. set us up to win.
Yep.
Think about the Olin building, bro.
Yep.
And see,
On the downstairs of the Olin building, you can learn to cut hair.
Yep.
You can learn to do automotive. You
Yep.
can do
Technical
carpentry work.
drawing.
See,
And think about upstairs.
Yep.
Upstairs,
That's all your computer stuff.
you learned accounting.
Yep.
You learned all the stuff in
Yep.
office. So you could have went up there and got one of the little girls like, hey, I want to be in business, but I need you to run the books.
Exactly.
They was literally teaching us how to start a company or a business. Now, if we was off involved in other stuff,
That was us.
but that's where the parents were supposed to jump back in and guide us right. But like he said, when you got mom and daddy working 2-3 jobs, it gets shaky.
Think about this. Think about this now. Y'all were truly blessed because at the end of the day, I wanted to be in y'all's situation because at an early age, by me being a young black male that didn't act like Carlton Banks, you understand what I'm saying? I didn't get the same teaching or tutelage as the kids that were lily white,
Right.
or the kids that acted like them. You see what I'm saying? So by me not looking or acting like them, I was kind of like what's the word? Kind of like left behind, like outcasted. Yeah, he'll be all right. You did what I'm saying? So I left there and I went to Hayes Middle. I'm around nothing but my people. And yes, I see a lot of shit that shouldn't be. I've seen a teacher get slapped. You know what I'm saying? I've seen fights to the point where not only did the police come, but the ER came. That was big for me. Yeah. But I still felt comfortable because I was around my people. You feel what I'm saying? But then I go to Shade Valley. Right? Because you know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
I go to Shade Valley, right?
Bruh. You felt like you had just left Eastside High then.
But see, it was the opposite for me.
Yeah.
Because I was in K-5 in Opelika, Alabama. Around a lot of white people. And I moved to Birmingham, it's lights out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Big difference.
I had to get acclimated to that. I saw fights. I know my first hour at McCall.
Well, you probably stayed there. Your folk looked out for you, though, because y'all stayed on the good side. You know, they don't call Opelika Little Vietnam for nothing now.
Well, Opelika was very segregated.
Hey, bro,
still is. Because you had the track separated.
What is it?
Right.
So Opelika.
You had two of everything. Down
Right.
there,
What's the name of the
two hospitals?
one of my ex-girls, I used to be in Opelika now. Is Opelika? What's the other one? It's another one that's not too far from it. It's like a suburb of it. Damn.
Well, you got
a lot of
Opelika, Auburn.
I can't think
Lafayette,
Dadeville, Camp Hill.
That's where,
So all of that, right?
Yeah.
That's the one I was talking about right there. Because I have one of my exes from
then
down
you
there.
got
So I
the
used to
little
be down
small
there a lot.
town that right there in Georgia.
Columbus.
You got Columbus. It's another one that's right
LaGrange.
there. LaGrange. Yeah, LaGrange.
Yeah, that's right on the tip.
I know a little bit about down that way, but
So-
but I feel what you're saying. My thing is this. Like what I'm basically asking you when I ask you this, let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Do you like what the mayor is trying to do?
What is he trying to do, in your opinion?
Oh man, I think that he's trying to erase that line, that imaginary line that's been there. I think that. Oh, you laughing? I think that.
I'm gonna start laughing too.
No, seriously though.
I'm just gonna say 3 words.
No.
I'm gonna say 3 words when you
No,
get through.
seriously though. I think that the biggest problem why we are so far behind is because it's been segregated for so long. I think it's been over the mountain, south side, then the niggas.
Oh, I
You
think
see
it's a
what I'm
little
saying?
deeper than that, bro.
And how you feel that he's trying to?
Because he's trying to, in my opinion, bring jobs here.
Where?
Which
Name the.
Yeah, what I'm saying, where?
The most jobs coming.
the most?
Yeah.
As in what? Well, I
You
mean,
say
not
jobs, but where?
I'm with me. You asking the
Yeah,
same
we probably on the
question.
same page.
That's what I'm saying.
We about to come from a real estate.
okay.
type.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
would say this to me. There are jobs coming. There's a lot of money coming, but it's coming to the same corporations from what I can see.
Period.
If you a building construction company, you banking. Like
Or on any
Because you
property.
got to think about how much locations are closing, and now they got to tear down and add on.
So think about it. All these lofts going up on the south side and downtown. I'm not against it, but the people getting the real money are the people that building it. When you look at the Civic Center, when you look at City Walk being built, when you look at the stadium and now the amphitheater, Topgolf, Uptown, the people that build it, they're getting millions. Everything else that's coming in is being split between the state, some of the county, city. And I'll say this about the blacker parts of town. All right, South Side, stuff going up quick. Stadium, I saw it get built during the panic. It didn't stop.
Period.
But now let's look.
Period, cuz. No social
Y'all
distancing.
supposed to build something in Ainsley. Y'all supposed to do something in Ainsley High School.
You know,
I ain't seen a brick move. Y'all supposed to do something downtown Ainsley.
they knocked down Holy
I ain't
Family, though.
seen nothing move. They were supposed to do something with the old Scott School, West Side. I ain't seen that. And even right now,
They said they're supposed to be doing something, but then they put a church in that little building.
the church got
That little building, you know what I'm talking about? That's sitting. Okay, you ride down 7-8 when you pass
Well,
by
they
the
doing
Family
a little
Dollar.
bit
It's a
though.
church going
I mean,
over there.
they are selling some of the buildings
they're
downtown.
selling it,
Ainsley.
but you missing what I'm saying. They ain't putting the money and
They
the
going back
speed behind it, behind our projects. And then I take it even further.
They put the money behind the queues.
What queues? Where?
The queues. They bought one old building in downtown Ainsley. It was on the news. And
Okay. Had they built it back up?
No. What happened was this. They asked how much they wanted for it, and they put an offer in on the building, and the mayor told them to just give them $1,000 or $100, something like that for it, and the rest of the money that they had got up to give them for it.
That's cute.
Okay.
Meanwhile, they selling Ramsey McCormick and the parking deck that's attached to Caraway for $1.
Oh.
And they giving them millions of dollars in incentives to build it back up. Hell, they getting Katie Britt's husband's construction company got $10 million just to tear it down. They still over there.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So
Fred, buildings, bro, they can literally give them buildings away. Like, give
we
them,
all
like
remember
nothing.
Smitty City Park,
Yeah.
1709 with it.
Yeah.
My church owns that property now.
Okay.
We put in a bid with the city to get some money to help rebuild it, turn it into a community center.
Right.
Ask me if you've seen any action.
You feel me?
But these the same people that allowed the stadium to get built during the pandemic. So
It's the allocation, man.
I can't say
It's
he's
allocation.
erasing the line. I can say the rich are getting richer with
And we
him.
wondering why.
And I don't think our community is asking for enough. Maybe we ain't organized. Maybe we ain't, people being petty or whatever. But
Maybe
our stuff ain't moving as fast.
I think it's a little bit of what he just said is the unorganization, and I'm not gonna call out a thing that I deal with because I much love them. Is that they got to deal with another place? Because I don't want nobody to say if I tell what that is, they'll know as well. They built a park from bottom up, zero ground, but due to not having everything completely organized because it wasn't completely finished. So I'm talking about 40 acres now. 40 acres.
Here in Birmingham?
Yeah. This is the only park that's private.
Which
Only
part
part.
is this? Oh, you can't say.
I don't want to say because, because my
Well,
people.
give me the side of town.
It's on the outside. It's on the west side.
West side.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because only reason I don't want to call them out because, and to be honest with you, it is not because a certain person. It's just because it was passed from people. Because once you get into the park, the commissioner actually holds basically the key to the park.
Gotcha.
Is this off Superhighway?
Yeah.
That project?
Yeah.
That they announced years ago?
Yeah. I'm talking about 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, when I mean tell you, it's supposed to be in swimming pools.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm talking about, bro, there's no park in
It's supposed to hook that whole trail.
40
Somebody put
acres,
that
bro.
in their pocket. Then.
And I'm not, when I
But
say 40 acres, I am not
going on what you
underestimating.
said about that. Now, when it comes to the inner city, ain't that what the folk that's over the district supposed to be fighting for?
Supposed to be. That's the key
So
word.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if they ain't fighting, if they ain't speaking up for their community or they side of the hood or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to say, like, what is the mayor supposed to do? He's supposed to just go and ask them, hey, what can I do for y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he's supposed to fight too.
yeah.
If
Okay.
that, if that's
Okay.
in his
I thought that was just their job. You know what I'm saying? To come at him and tell him what needs to be done, this, that, and this. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, from our perspective, that's what it looked like.
okay.
But the corporations of Birmingham, they don't look at the mayor for that. They look at the mayor and the city council like, hey, we bringing y'all an idea to make more money, but we want y'all to fund it. Sign off on it. That's how the corporation doing. It ain't too many black folks in the 99 neighborhoods like, hey, city, fund this thing for me so I can build revenue and bring it back into the tax base of
Well,
the city.
I guess personally, me,
Mhm.
I'm just more excited because I can actually, for once, see growth. See, I thought that
But
Birmingham.
you always got to ask your growth for who.
Yeah, that's what
I understand.
Right.
Like we are.
I understand.
Are the people that like live within the city proper, are they making money off of these things? Now I will say it creates jobs.
Yeah, we do
You
that.
got people working at the stadium.
You got people working at the
working
stadium.
Lake. Those are jobs.
Yeah, like Uptown, at the
Yeah.
stadium, City Walk. Now that creates jobs.
it's
You know
jobs,
what I mean? But nothing that they
it's-
spend
I mean,
into
yeah.
it come back to them.
I mean, and that's the thing, like, it's not that many of us, but we got some black people that own businesses in Uptown. You know what I'm
That's-
saying?
That's true.
That's
the
true.
the
That's
cake
true.
lady or the
Yeah.
Shout out to
chicken man.
K&J.
Shout out to K&J.
Yeah,
Crystal.
I mean, I'm just
Shout out
saying,
to
like,
K&J.
Then you got hot chicken.
I'm
Yeah,
just, so,
Eugene.
Eugene. So I'm just saying, like, the
I
opportunities
believe
are
that whole
for
corner
us.
is
Yeah,
black.
yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. It
Right
is.
in front of that part of that street.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying, like, the opportunities are there for us because it's coming. We
I
just
think-
got to have the sense and the money to
I
be
think
able
some
to
of
go
us
in there
are
with them
taking
folks.
advantage of it, and the reason why I say some of us is that I know y'all can see the boom of the food truck craze. Because we're going on about 10 years now, to the point where, we got a Birmingham food truck Facebook page that posted that you at. We all know that it's Forestdale Food Truck Friday, also from Birmingham. Bessemer have it on Saturday. Then they also do Sunday at Western Hill Mall. So, and it's gotten big to usually why you maybe 3 or 4. So while you can go down there's 15, 20 trucks. And of course, it's all of us out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all out there, most definitely. So you can see some of it coming around where you have people that's doing this, because once you see people doing it. But I think that we need to adapt back to sound like other, I will say, ethnicities are, and start kind of looking out for us. Because that's the only thing about it, is that's why a lot of times we don't make it, because a lot of us ain't gonna look out for us. It's always counting the other man's pocket. If I count them, see what I can
I
get out
got
of it.
mine. Get yours.
Right. So, and that's the problem, you know what I mean? Because let's just say this right here. Let's say my dog right here starts selling T-shirts. Instead of me saying, bruh, shit, first one on me, bro. Matter of fact, give me 2. Shit. Matter of fact, bro, what made you start it, bro? Let me know. So I'm trying to get me, try to maybe some hats or something. No, you know what we gonna say? Oh, bro, got a T-shirt? Shit, hey, you know, we went to school, bro. What, you say 35, let me get 20. I know you gonna do one for 20, bro. So, and that's where we got that theory.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? See, when I got my partner, shout out to my turkey man, AT, you know what I'm saying? Got a turkey truck, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I already told him, you're going to put it back out there, so I'm for a ticket. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked you to give me no discount. I'm trying to put you on, you know what I'm saying, support your business to get you up. And we got to support each other, man.
I use the food truck as an example since y'all brought it up.
Right.
And nothing wrong with that. I like when people own truck. I try to
just
support
something.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's what I think we have to switch our thinking.
You talking about?
We get money from selling stuff out the food truck, but you know who getting rich? The person that sold the truck.
Right.
We need to start making some trucks. Like now you got to buy your chicken for the truck.
Right.
But who the person selling the chicken?
Gotcha.
That's where the money is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
imagine
We
if
gotta
we
think
had
bigger.
imagine if we had a black farmer raising and selling chicken and vegetables, and now all the food trucks bought from him.
Right.
Now he about to make some real money.
Right.
But we only look at it from the, you
You can co-op that
the
thing.
consumer end or the, just the low end of the selling. We don't look at the actual producing.
The mass part.
So in other words, to my favorite food truck, Granny, y'all
Fishies.
y'all need a restaurant so I can get some of that shit
Hey,
in my own in time.
So okay, so yours, Granny, what's your favorite food truck right now? If you say from you to T-Time all the way down to back T-Time.
I don't know if I got a favorite food truck.
Hey,
I know so many owner. I don't want to make them mad. I will call out my favorite restaurants for sure.
Who you got a favorite
Eagles
restaurant?
off top.
Oh yeah, I
And
bust
then
Eagles
your
down.
mama's like, I'm up in there.
Ooh,
Then
I ain't
I'm
gonna
hit,
lie. Urban Smoke put me up though. Urban Smoke banging.
Jermaine, Social, all Privé.
Yeah, I ain't ate that
What's your
before.
favorite play from Eagles?
Oxtail.
Believe me, I like the veggie plate, man. Sometimes I go no meat, and
Okay.
just good. Just eating, trying
what
to
it
keep
do.
them pounds off.
Nah,
Okay.
look,
They
we
know
ain't-
me when I walk up in there.
We ain't
that's
got
right.
we ain't got but a good
Oxtail.
about 5 to 10 minutes. Now, I got
Okay.
one more thing that I need to ask you pertaining to the city,
All right.
and this is what I was talking about earlier when you said things that make sense.
Mhm.
So, another thing that's hot and going on in the city right now is street racing,
Mhm.
Car meet.
car meet.
Cause they ain't street racing shit.
Well, they were when
Dragon-
It's all of it.
It's
So they was
everything.
actually racing, dragging?
yeah,
Or they roll racing?
yeah, they
I
doing
mean,
it
you had
all.
burnouts, you had meetups, you had.
Now I know they were doing the
street
murder house in the turn.
Bro,
and-
all
you
that
had
run,
racing, too.
they were racing too.
Oh, okay. See, I would have
Everything.
went to the they roll racing or
But
something.
they were
all
doing
of
it
it.
on the
So I want to
street.
see that.
Nah, my thing is this, bro. Like things that make sense. Something me and him that talked about. You know what I'm saying? Prior in another episode. Like, don't it make sense for them to just have somewhere for them to go, put insurance on a damn big ass empty parking lot, and just charge money and just give them prizes? Because my son, the reason why I know is I got a son that does that shit.
Mhm.
This motherfucker drive like Bo
Your older boy?
baby.
Aaron.
Big one.
Oh, okay.
This
Oh, yeah, you
motherfucker-
did just say he swapped.
Yeah.
He just swapped.
Motherfucker, he's surgical behind the car. You hear
Mm-hmm.
me? Why not just charge him, put up a pot? Whoever do the best donut,
I'll
whoever
take
do the
it.
best, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll give you some insight on that. For 2 years, I was meeting with them, and you got some that are called car enthusiasts who just like, fix up their car.
Right,
and
Mopar,
let it be
baby.
there. And then you got the illegal street racers, and then you got everybody else. They all get lumped in together, but they actually kind of different in nature. I met with them for 2 years, and I was showing them, like I was just telling you, how we could get money from the city to fund it. The problem that we was running into, all of the land that they were looking at, none of it is in the city limits of Birmingham. So Birmingham city government can't spend money.
Is that Midfield Motorway still out there?
I'm not sure.
Okay. There used to be one.
So
dope
we
down
were
in
looking
Midfield.
at, there's like old small airport helipads and stuff that we're looking at, but none of it is in the city. Plus, it's got to be at least 2 miles away from residential areas, and it's just hard to find that. So I'll be honest, man, a lot of them young racers, they very smart. A lot of them in school doing different stuff.
Bruh,
And when I
bruh.
showed them the plan, they were with it. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
told them, I said, hey, y'all come up with the solution. I'm a guide.
And I
y'all
guarantee
how
they
to
come
do
up with
it.
that money too.
Yeah, but
They'll come up with
it
it.
was just hard to do it. And then the younger cats that are doing it on the streets and they doing burning, we told them, I was like, y'all, they not going to let y'all keep doing it. I don't want to see young brothers and sisters in jail, but that's where it's leading because y'all don't
But
think
fun-
about it. Y'all might think y'all just having fun, but y'all are killing the population of the city.
Quickly.
Like, because you got homeowners, like, I'm not finna pay a mortgage to stay up every night when I got to go work.
yeah.
And people are dipping.
Outta here.
They can move to Homewood. They can
FunnyMaine.
move to.
FunnyMaine.
Dude, look at the Birmingham population.
But
They don't-
Huntsville is more
fundamentally.
popular. Huntsville, the biggest city by capital right now.
Yeah,
FunnyMaine.
we like number 4 now.
That's what I'm saying.
They
In the
don't
state.
give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. But
That's
that's
the
why
point.
they're getting locked up now.
Yep.
with
But
the
see-
Operation Night
but see,
Rider.
this
But
is
see,
the
you know
thing.
why though, right though, bro? See, the thing is that you got the racing. See, the problem is it ain't the racing, it ain't the street meet, bro. The problem is that they going and half of these goddamn cars they doing it as a stove, bro. Because of the Mopar,
That
like
got
the
something
Southside.
to do with it, but it got something to do with they just. Let's just be real. They tearing up these 4 parking lots.
I think
I was
that's the least of the worst.
Really, for real?
Listen,
Because ain't nobody telling them. Nobody care about
the
that.
streets not made for that. You got to understand where I'm at when they go doing that on Caraway or whatever, bro. Now you start the dogs to barking. You upset old people that got to go to work. can't sleep.
Right.
It don't benefit a homeowner.
At all.
Your fun shouldn't be bothering me because
Yep.
my fun ain't gonna bother you.
That's
It
right.
ain't fun. So now you got look at the vacancy rate of the condos and stuff downtown.
Ain't
Because
People
of that.
are leaving.
They
Yeah,
gone, bro.
it's a big part of it. So once the city saw how many residences they were losing, and that was losing, tax money from home buyers and
Tell
stuff.
you, man.
That's what they was like. Operation Night Rider.
Yeah.
Y'all messing up the money.
Yeah, because they can put all this money into to build all
You know
this
what I'm
stuff.
saying?
Now they looking to get some revenue behind it. Buffalo Wild Wings downtown.
Right.
Now you got Region Field downtown and all these other places. Even down to you got where your hospitals at and all that stuff. Think about it, bro. You gotta get an ambulance through that sucker and they got one of them suckers knocked off. And you know half of them on the route to right up on there to UAB in St. Vincent, man. On the south side all the way up there on the other side.
But think about it. They build an amphitheater and they having all these good concerts and football games, but your parking is a headache. Then the restaurant's closing early. Then if you stay in a hotel, you can't get no sleep because they racing at night. People not going to come back. Because that's a horrible experience.
You left one thing out.
What? The shooting,
That too. But I was finna say breaking in the cars or whatever.
breaking in the car, all of that,
That
adds
got
to.
hard.
For real?
You want people. Yeah.
Go down there to that what that is down there, shit. Park on the street down there at that club,
Or
right?
anywhere on Southside,
Who
bro.
in the fuck parking
All
on the
them
street to
clubs
go?
up the street
I'm
on
going to
3rd
the-
Avenue.
I'm going to
What's the name of them club? Shucks. On the right hand, on the left hand side.
talking about Onyx?
No, downtown on 3rd. They be
Palace.
down. They be downtown now, up the street from the
Oh, you talking
barber
about
shop,
the newer
nigga.
bars and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't know
They
what
be
it
up
is.
there breaking in them 4 cars, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
you talking about?
it's
Oh, you
been
talking about up there
big
like by
all
Four
over the
Seasons
South.
all over that way?
Yeah, up
Oh,
there.
okay. So I'm going down there.
All the way up there, man. They
So
be-
that's what I'm saying. All of that just it makes customers be like, you know what? Y'all stay, I'll go. I ain't got to live here. I got options. I don't even have to go to concerts.
That's why
here. I just wait
Gardendale
till
done
they come.
jumping now.
Yeah,
Fultondale jumping
But
now.
see, that's why I was asking that, because if you give them somewhere to go and you give them structure, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, listen.
you can have police there. You can have
Listen,
food
listen,
trucks.
Listen to me. Nobody is obligated to give them that.
You right.
They've chosen that that's their mode of fun. I'm not anti. I'm just anti when y'all bugging innocent people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you want to.
Yeah, they could have been put their money together. Hell, they all the thousands they done found in these illegal cars.
Man, bro, cause listen to
They
me.
coulda been
These
making
some of
money
the
off of it.
smartest cats I've seen, bro. Cause I done seen a cat that's literally like 22 years old. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. Literally drive train strip and tired like a 17. I'm talking about drive train come to my first two, the whole drive shaft, the back rear end, everything in one piece. Lift the car up, drop it down, re-swap the insides, re-swap the dash, switch the gearing on the back in a day.
Mm.
In a day. You see what I'm saying? So so I got a legal car, right, that I bought off the street that I probably paid like a couple grand for because I'm about a lower model of it, because all us plug and play. You know what I'm saying? So now with this plug and play, all I gotta do is go steal me a demon. So I go steal me a demon, go to the backyard. I got my 2018 regular, this 2018 demon, everything plug and play. You know what I'm saying? So all I gotta literally do is strip and lift this one, strip and lift this one, switch this over when I get this one. I don't think else I got to bring from this one, the drivetrain, the front end, the back end. I got to take the dash, the seat, in the console because it's totally different.
Too, man.
And it's literally
off.
plug and play, like literally front bumper. If you want to change it from wide or to a wide body, it's literally plug and play. Just like me putting a watch on and click it, it's just that simple,
bro. I got a whole bunch of that shit in my garage right now because of my boy. I told you that.
Yeah, because he know I do that shit.
He doing it now.
That's what I'm saying. So
and that's my
thing.
Though. Why in the fuck would you want a car like that when you know you can't even go to the grocery store?
I ain't gonna lie. So,
I got a
now I
kill
can't
switch.
crack because I got a Mopar sitting outside. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna get the hell out of it right now.
But see,
because
I
get tired of getting. Everybody want to race.
You ain't got to get a Dodge Charger or a Challenger if you want speed. You can get a Mustang. They got fast Mustangs.
Yeah.
They got fast Camaros.
Hey man, shout out to that Escalade V. Hey GM. Hey,
it is
And then the last thing I'll say about that, man,
that's what I'm getting.
I want them brothers, if they got an interest in cars, man, I want them to make some money off of it.
Yeah, because it's
They're
a
not
small
making no
cats.
money racing in the streets, and like you said, with your kid and everybody else, they know a lot about it.
Yeah, they smart,
Like,
bro.
Man, go up to NASCAR, talk to them folks. They'll probably give y'all a job just off the GP because y'all interested and show y'all how to do it and make some money. But just disturbing the peace, man, and keeping old folks up and home buyers, I ain't never going to get behind that. I support them to the fullest, but I always tell them, like, I can't get behind that. And they respect it. But, nah, I knew they were going to go to jail. And I hate to see them locked up behind that.
But see, the thing about it it ain't got to the point now where they don't want them even meeting up. You know what I'm saying?
What, the car meet?
Yeah.
They don't need to, bro.
Because they said that even if you parked on the side and watching, you get a ticket.
You can get,
bro. Listen, the reason why is this, bro. You got
they say they
about
be hyping them up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
to do what they doing.
Why you want them on the side? I don't want them out there, and I don't hating against y'all and like that because, bro, this is what I know out there. You got some innocent people out there who just like cars, like you said, car enthusiasts want to go out there and show out. But I know about 65-70% of y'all out here on some bullshit. I know 40% of these cars out here stolen. I promise you this.
The difference in today and when we were their age, because
we didn't do car meets. We put up on the side of First Avenue.
We did car meets.
We did meet up. We probably
it was just,
but we
don't have no money
shit
for tires.
We were parking lot pimping.
Right.
We were cleaning up our cars,
putting up on First Ave,
trying to
chilling,
beating down the block
off top
with some clean clothes on, as clean as you can get, and we chilling.
Honest, the goal at the end of the day for us was women. It wasn't even money.
It was getting them good.
That's the same thing I said to them.
Goal seemed to be, I just want to
fight
chaos.
They want to fight. They go for the see and argue with other dudes.
I'm gonna tell you something, G. I'm gonna tell both of y'all something. From working at that barbershop for 20 plus years, old man used to tell us all the time. Just like I used to ride motorcycles a lot. Nigga used to tell me all the time, all right, youngster, don't let the bike tell you what to do. You feel what I'm saying? And they also used to say that a nigga don't have big balls until he got a gun. See, back in our day, you had to really have a lot of money, however way you were getting it, in order to get your hands on a gun. Most niggas back then were just squabbling. You might have one nigga in the clique that got access to a gun. You feel me? That's it.
Well, it was, I don't know how much time you got, but it was a lot of reason behind that.
Yeah.
So when we was all leaving high school in 1998, guns was kind of coming in, but like you said, it wasn't an overwhelming thing.
Now,
it was
everybody
rare.
got one now.
Yeah, it was rare. I don't know
Nigga
if it's
12 years old going to school, got
maybe
a gun
because
on.
we was young, maybe the 25 and ups, maybe they had more guns or whatever. Because Birmingham was violent back then, but it was more fighting amongst us. That goes to, you remember like the Saturday night special, little 380, all.
Yeah. That's all you can get.
All of those companies were in California. The big six. There was 6 gun
Smith
manufacturers.
Wesson, Glock.
They all got sued. All of them got sued. All the gun manufacturers got sued, so they stopped making the small handgun because violence had went up crazy in California in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
So there was a period where stuff kind of settled down. But then the NRA and the gun manufacturers, after they got sued, they came back and said, well, we ain't getting sued out of business no more. So now they back with a vengeance. They got the politician behind them, and they got these slogans about the Second Amendment. And you can't touch gun companies now. But the guns, man, they done made police jobs so much harder. Because not only the handguns, you done let assault rifles get on the streets.
Man.
Mass shootings went up.
And you don't even have to let them know that you got it in the car.
And you ain't got to have no permit.
That period where they had the assault weapons, where they had the assault weapons ban, and those companies got sued, you saw gun violence.
It's the Wild Wild West in the South.
Came back up. They by design, man. The folk wanted to sell guns.
The Republicans, they make their money off weapons.
Well, I ain't want to just put it on one party because both
of them parties dipping in there. They just got, I won't say one side bigger than the other, but both of them got their hands on it.
I respect one side
sell them, one of them
because
send them.
they will at least throw a brick and hide their hand.
But they still gonna hit you in the face with it. Hell no, because they gonna slap you in the face with a dirty hand.
Look it up. Just look up gun manufacturer sued. They're gonna lead you to California. And think about the movies that came out of California in the late 80s or 90s that made everybody else violent. That was by design. No, go back further. Colors,
yeah. I'm finna give y'all something.
Then Menace to Society and all that run came up.
I'm gonna give y'all something. I saw this on a clip. Go back when y'all get a chance to pull up old Disney clip. It was Mickey Mouse, and it was a real old one back when blackface,
black and white,
right? Black and white. Pull it up. And he you have somebody that's kind of out, just kind of wondering. Gotcha. So it's another cartoon out wondering, and he found him, and he said, "I'm gonna call." He said, you see somebody and you're not on a slave movie, you give him I'm gonna call you this. He said, guess what he said he gonna call him? I'm gonna call you Friday. A lot of people, and I had to look at it people what does that mean? What do we live for as black people? Friday. So we work, get up Monday. What we trying to get to? Friday. You get what I'm saying? And let's go back to the Friday movie. Everything in the Friday movie, from the characters to the storyline, 100% stereotypical. Uncle Elroy, typical black man, go rich. You win a lot over, go rich. I mean, you lose your money. You got what's the guy who stayed next door with the grass? You gonna have one of them. You know what I'm saying? You got a typical crackhead with Ezel, typical pothead with Day Day. I mean with Smokey. You know what I'm saying? And you got a typical guy that has that cousin in the hood that they go to in the summertime because everything had a stereotypical place to it, and that's why I said, and a lot of stuff that's kind of like they say they hide it they show it in your face, but then you don't ever believe that it's actually there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Friday was that because I heard Ice Cube talk about the genesis of Friday. That movie was the opposite of the movies that we had been getting out of L.A. that we talked about. It was super violent and talking about gang. That was just funny. Yeah. And it was relatable. Because like you said, we all got a Stanley and all these different people.
Every character.
He actually went the opposite route, and it connected with people because everybody just wanted to laugh.
Right,
Folks got tired of that movie was made what 94, 95,
something like that. Yeah.
So from 85 to 94, it's shoot 'em up, bang bang, NWA. Everybody just want a break.
Right. That's when everything went left.
Friday, and we whew, we can laugh again. Yeah. Here come Def Comedy Jam, Comic View, and all that.
Man, I said to somebody else. Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Do y'all know the reason why y'all got a great Super Bowl show right now?
Yeah, and Living Color.
You know that is.
No, you said something.
Yeah, I was telling a lot of folks that know that I said the reason why we got them because the year that Key and I were Living Color, Key and I Wayne made it up in the head because that's when everybody was getting YouTube and all these motherfuckers we don't watch, and it's based on how many TV sets change once the game goes off. The horn goes from 2 minutes in, from the horn goes off to the end. They gauge the ratings from how many sets change off and change back. And the ratings was dropping at halftime. So Keenan Wayans came up with a thing and said, all right, we're going to make our own thing. And it's half of the reason why Living Color got canceled too. Because of that skit they did with
Carrie in the background.
Yeah, and they had
so they put a halftime clock in so you know when to go back to the game. And man, them ratings were through the roof.
Literally, bro.
And the Super Bowl said, well, we can't have that next year, Michael Jackson.
The next year print, like that's what the start of that was. That right there, because they literally had a clock. Every skit was, every skit was on there, but they would bring you back to like
I remember that shit too.
the David Allen Grill and Damon Wayans.
That
was
might have
hosting it.
been one of the biggest, other than Whitney Houston. That might have been one of the biggest halftime.
That was the biggest
shows.
halftime show I ever seen.
Yeah,
Was that
because
right
Whitney
there.
Houston won the halftime. That was before the game.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
national anthem.
Yeah, because Mike was on top of the jumbotron. Then
It was the
popped
year
up.
after Living
Yeah,
Cup.
that's the year
They
after
said
that.
we got
That's
the
when they had to
biggest name
change
we
it.
can get.
They had to
Pep
change
was
it.
already Pepsi.
Yeah, they had to change it. They had to change it.
Yeah.
But guys, let's switch it up a little bit. You know where I'm going with this, and I'm not going where you think.
Well,
I'm going.
let wait a minute. Wait.
What you finna do?
Let's smooth our way into this.
What you finna do?
Since this is an old sports talk, right? Show.
Oh,
For
is it?
real, for real.
What you- hold on, what you-
we
hold on,
trying to
what-
talk. We
hold on,
trying to talk about a little everything.
Hold on, what you
though.
thought I was finna do?
Yeah.
I see. I bet you.
No. I know you finna get into sports.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to ask him, smooth talk it into it, and I was gonna let you take over.
I just thought you thought I was finna go to.
No.
Okay.
No.
I ain't had to get
no,
your ass, boy.
No.
Watching your ass, boy.
No.
Watching your ass, boy.
But we're gonna delay that as much as we can. But what do you have any sports scene, professional sports scenes? I know you roll with Bama.
Yeah.
But
Ain't no
NFL,
reason.
NBA.
Ain't.
Go Grizz. Who that, baby?
Ain't.
You like the
ain't.
Grizzlies?
Love them.
Okay.
Ain't.
So you're a Grizzlies fan, or
Yeah.
you okay?
Yeah. And this started long before Ja and all that.
Gotcha.
I actually do a fundraiser in Memphis, Tunica, every year
Gotcha.
since 2012.
Okay,
So we
that
work
was
with the
up.
Children's Hospital up there, and I've had a chance to be around the Grizzlies players, the,
Okay.
That was up.
the Grizzly girls, and all that. So it, after I went to so many games, and folks on the court,
Right.
that's my squad, and I just stuck with them. Man, so I definitely grizzed out. Saints, that came from I was working at Stillman after I graduated from 03 to 06, and New Orleans was one of my territories as a recruiter.
Gotcha.
So we go down and recruit kids from St. Aug, Sarah T. Reed, all these different schools in New Orleans, Xavier Prep. And so I'm just always in the schools, knowing them. And the administrators at St. Aug, we had a good relationship. They were like, well, man, if you staying over this weekend, got your ticket to the Saints game. Man, I went to one game. I think they played the Bears in 03. Dude, this accent that I was never really heard of.
Yeah,
Everybody
Woody,
sound like
Woody.
the Hot Boys.
You hear me?
And it was just so much fun. And they probably lost. We had Aaron Brooks at quarterback, but I was like,
Ooh.
I need to experience this again.
Right.
So it was an easy little drive. You go down there.
I think that's the best city in the city. In the
Man, I
United
think
States.
top 5 atmosphere in NFL.
Best
bruh.
food in New Orleans. Top with favorite restaurant. Restaurant, sit down. Now I'm putting you on the spot. Fuck that. You can't tell me. No. Restaurant, sit down. I'm asking you 2 questions. That's the first
I'm
one.
gonna tell
Sit
you
down.
this. It's a restaurant over on the West Bank. I don't even know the name of it. I just been there like at least 2 or 3 times.
I'm gonna ask you.
What's the
this.
And
serve?
then anytime we
What
eat
they
on
serve?
whatever you
Oh,
want,
okay,
but
okay.
mostly like
My
Orleans
favorite
stuff.
My favorite place
Yeah.
is really a brunch spot.
Don't
Ooh.
say DuPont.
No, fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, ain't no
I'm
brunch,
finna
bro.
say
That's
that was
goddamn
bougie
that's
folk.
bougie
Huh?
bullshit.
No.
They go get some tea and crumpets.
I go-
something,
Well,
You know,
everybody
look.
go there for the
yeah, for the
beignets.
beignets and the
Look.
coffee and shit.
Look, I tell folks all the time, look, G, I feel more comfortable when I'm in the hood.
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
you better say the right thing, boy.
Nice guys, Nola.
Oh hell, no.
I've heard of them. I don't think.
Look, bro, the line be wrapped around the corner for blocks.
I'm finna give you one
Niggas
better than
standing
that.
in line, look. It's a party atmosphere to the point where these niggas come out in the
I
street.
know what you talking about.
Go to dancing and
Yeah, I
all
know what
that
you. I know
shit.
exactly what you
They
talking
got
about.
a DJ in that motherfucker. Like, the food is great. Like, that's it. They have the best food that I've had in New Orleans thus far.
I ain't never had a miss in New Orleans.
I ain't know. Hell no. I'm gonna give you 2.
I have.
Go ahead.
Who? Deanies? I don't even know what Deanies. Barbecue shrimp, bro. They got a platter. I used to go down there with your bro. I swear to God, a platter. You can eat this with you and somebody and take the shit home.
Gotcha.
All right, 2 more.
Gotcha.
Cajuns?
Mm.
You ain't never been to Cajun, bro?
It's 2 Cajuns.
The one by the
Where you at?
I'm talking
Yeah.
about the one by the goddamn
the
freeway.
hood.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Man, bro.
Is that off chop?
Yes,
Chopper
sir.
too?
Yeah, Lord Jesus. Yeah. Go through there, holler at it.
Gotcha.
But my boy, let me tell you something. I'm taking a deep breath behind this shit. I ain't never had a chicken wing stop me in my goddamn step.
Oh, man,
Bro. I'm trying to think of the name of this fucking place. It's a little bitty ass place.
we that? So.
It's a little bitty ass small spot. It's a purple little building. Mr. Amp.
Them be the best one down there.
Right, I
But
bet
see,
you
I
ain't
ain't
heard
even
of my
know it
life.
at the time when they was becoming my team, but now that I'm an adult and I can basketball season, quick little drive, get away, football, quick little drive. Like it was perfect.
I got you. That was up though. Yeah. What you want to get into, D?
Oh, man, you know I was gonna just say, man, how about them Stallions, man? You know,
Shout out to the Stallion, bro. Now,
Giddy up.
At the time of this podcast, the offense has been sputtering the past 2 weeks.
Defense,
I don't
too.
know. Well, defense, I'm going to give them a little pass.
They lost the defense coordinator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you
Chavis.
can't just,
Call
replace
defense,
a legend
right.
like that.
Chavis a
Plus, with Chavis leaving, and we sat a few guys because we wanted to rest them up for the playoff because we already clinched.
Right.
So we just beat Michigan yesterday, and we got
Gotta play them again.
That's gonna be so.
Then
hard.
we lost to San Antonio.
Yeah. And that game wasn't close.
I just don't know what's going on with the offense, man. They just same talent out there.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
If you pay attention, they have gotten away from the run.
I'm gonna say,
I think that the RPO, running the ball, RPO, help with the play action. That helped with the tight end, Schlossenberg, whatever his name, number 12. Now we're just sitting back like my team, like we got that type quarterback.
What's his name? What is his name?
Schlossenberg.
It ain't that. But
Schlossenberger.
I'm gonna think of it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I think in reference to just like I'm gonna talk about my slop. It's my same slop up here. I don't think he pulls the ball enough to make that RPO even viable. That's why I think that's why and it's because he got hurt early in the season.
Number 11 and number 23 are dogs to the point where you can just feed them, and once they get in the groove,
no, you
really
cannot.
can, bro.
I'm telling you, you
CJ
can.
Marable and you got
CJ Marable at 23.
Man,
yes,
number 23 is a bull.
Here's the deal, though.
That's thunder and lightning, G.
Here's the deal, and I just
I'm
thought
gonna
about
kill you
that
when you
while I'm
get through.
sitting here. So we just played the other two play. Well, we just played the other three playoff teams.
Right.
We went from St. Louis to San Antonio
to Michigan.
So I think what we're seeing is these are the teams that's
We're gonna have to
gunning
possibly
for
play.
it.
Right.
So maybe that's why stuff has got a little tough. They actually locked in
on the
looking on the tape.
temperature, right?
Yeah, because I mean you got 8-9 games of film right now. So
This is what I'm gonna say. I think Gooch, because think about how they ran it with Gooch. Gooch, I think, pulled it a lot more because I think Gooch was a bigger guy, more sturdier body, can take a little bit more hits. That's why I think we was able to get through. Because remember, we won the first championship with J-Mo.
yeah,
J-Mo won the first one, you know what I'm saying? Because Goose got her first game.
Alice got that.
You know what I'm
second one.
saying? Alice got, you know what I'm saying? Then Goose came and got the second one. So, and then, Martinez got her first game, then Corral come in. See, the offense get different when Corral come in because Corral ain't running shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't that type of quarterback. But I just think if he pulled a little bit more, Deion Kane ain't giving me what he used to. I don't know what's going on with that. I just don't know, bro. Yeah. He's just not the same.
And Marlon ain't
right. They just ain't giving it, bro.
I think that's on Martinez.
Because all he's looking at is
right.
Because all he's doing is keying in on number 3. I can't think of his name.
Used to play in the
NFL.
league.
Yeah.
God, I can't think
number
of his
3.
name.
Yeah, he just got added.
Yeah, he's
Jace Sternberger.
Yeah, Sternberger.
So we still got the weapons.
Yeah, because 12 were beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then think about it. Yesterday we messed with Warren because the best kicker in the league nutted up.
Who about to be out of
He
there.
gone.
I don't even think yesterday hurt his chance.
Period.
Like,
But
it was just too short of a
I think just
field goal
Wayne.
guy.
I think he may have took a slip because of the rain. Bro, he hit 3 64-yard field goals the game before.
Back to back. And he been a legend since week 1.
That's what I'm saying. So he out of there. So he basically should be the. I ain't gonna lie to you. He should get MVP. I don't care. I don't like that, but he should get MVP because I want to say a lot of their games they won because of him.
Because yesterday when he lined up, I was like, we going
I turned the TV off. I just over it. I asked the people that asked the part. I said, "Hey, Fred, how long the field goal is, G?"
So you was watching.
Yeah, I said, "How long the field goal is, G?"
All right, so
he said, "Fit." I said, "It's over."
This the other thing that came out. So they dropped the numbers. It was a nice, loud crowd there, but it was only 7,000 there, and everybody's gonna put that up against St. Louis 40,000 that they bringing in. We 2-time champions, great atmosphere, cheap tickets. What would have made you get out of the bed and come watch the game in person yesterday?
The only reason the only reason we didn't go, because I was at the barbershop when we left there. He was cutting my hair because we was gonna rain up. That's it.
But
I'm literally without that.
I don't give a damn if it rained this Saturday. I'm gonna be there.
That's the only reason.
But I could take the last 2 home games in sunshine. Folks
I was there.
ain't
Think about this. I ain't never this game.
yeah.
That's my first one.
You know
But
what?
I don't think we've topped 11K this year.
Yes, we did. We went. You must win it. Okay.
The St. Louis game.
The game. Yeah, the St.
I
Louis
was out
game.
of town watching it, but the official numbers.
15,000.
The official numbers didn't say no.
That's what they put up on the board.
Yeah.
If you go back and if you can get some inline tape for that game, go back because that was the game I was at because we was actually in the skybox that game.
I'll say this though, 15 is great.
Yeah, that's what they said the
It
number.
should be more.
Hell yeah, it's way more than
It should be
classic.
more.
You know what I'm saying? Because only the biggest crowd I think I saw out there outside of the one from this year was I think it was Memorial
The initial
Day.
game?
The initial first game,
Yeah.
and that game that was on the holiday Memorial Day or whatever it was that was on that Sunday last year. That game.
You know why?
Because I missed the game until that one.
You know why the numbers are the way they are, in my opinion?
What?
Because you don't have that double header no more. See, we in Alabama. These niggas cheap. You think about it, you were having 2 games. And they were having Birmingham at that second game. So the crowd for the first game was about 5,000.
Yeah.
They were staying over, and then you bring in about another 15,000, 20,000. That's how it was looking like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I took a poll of people, and the biggest thing that I saw, people was talking about the parking.
Yeah.
And I can't really make a fight about that.
Yeah, he ain't lying.
You can't make that be a headache for people.
Man.
And apparently it's a headache for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now, I'm blessed to live a stone throw away, so I don't really have to deal with it.
And another problem is the phone services is trash around there.
I don't have no problem with mine, though. I don't never have no problem with myself. Who you got? Who you got?
Legion Field, I'm
T-Mobile.
toast.
Who you got?
Yeah, I'm
T-Mobile.
toast.
I got AT&T and I don't have a problem. And I had
Yeah.
T-Mobile. I had both of them. So I never had a problem.
I literally be in the stadium game.
I be going live
doing
on
the
it.
scan on the
Yeah.
board.
I have to
Yeah.
literally pull my tickets up on my phone while I'm parking. So
Oh, no.
when I get to the
But I
stadium,
can pull up
it's
my
already
Ticketmaster
up.
right there.
Yeah, I
swipe
can't say
book.
I ever had.
I ain't never had no problem with no service.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say this, man, and now I may think it hurt the numbers, of course. You know, like he said, we cheap, and they did go up on the tickets. You know what I'm saying? Where they went from being, they always said the $10 because they was 10 in the beginning. They were always 10, but they took the 25s up to 50. You know what I mean? In the club section, you know, the one that come with the soft seats and the access to the little area, the lounge area.
Right.
So I think that made, and I also know that inaugural season they gave a lot of tickets to a lot of companies.
Right.
Reason why I know because I was working at a company in which that we had tickets, and I literally could have taken 400 people to a game every game if I wanted to, because I had an access of 800 tickets per game, literally access. So I would go to the bottom and see how many I could buy, and you literally give, I think it was $899 that I could buy right then and take 800 people. You know what I mean? And I think as that went on, and also I think with the combine of the leagues now, because now you're big, but I think the biggest thing I think they need to do is turn it into the NFL G League. And had like right, and no, but really turn into it where like the cats who don't get drafted, that they going there where you're not losing exposure because we just watched you play in the playoff or in a bowl game.
But I don't think the NFL is gonna stamp it officially,
right?
Because they're gonna have to put money behind it.
That's what I think.
A lot of people
problem
forget about all the millions they lost with NFL Europe, which is what that was
Birmingham Fire and all that stuff right there. You talking about?
Well, no, they had a Europe,
but
league.
I thought they were still trying to get European players. Like
they are, but I'm saying their farm system was set up in Europe. It was literally NFL Europe.
Yeah, they had Barcelona Dragons and all. See, that's what that lot of those teams were.
It just didn't.
And they're paying out.
And then, it didn't.
Because I don't think the culture like
I
the
think
culture.
They saying, look, y'all put y'all money into it. We'll stand back with our funds and just watch, and we'll pick the good players.
Right.
Everybody else, that's y'all thing.
And because think about this, the only true international sport, I'll say 2 international sports, is baseball and basketball.
Gotcha.
You got soccer, bro.
No, I'm not taking out soccer. The soccer is that is the ultimate. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying that 2 of the bigger ones in the United States. Because soccer is big here, but football, of course, trumps it. But it's not as international as people think. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go outside the United States, they hear football. They thinking about a round one, not an oblong one. We rocking.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We rocking.
Now, what I meant by pay for that, I meant as in civil court. Because, see, the thing about it is this. The rabbit hole, like me and D was talking about, gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is the hotel in trouble for hiding the film, and they knew about it. Like, wasn't it in L.A.?
I believe so.
Okay. L.A. County Police is in trouble as well because, from my understanding, she pressed charges, and they kept on beating around the bush by
With it.
going to trial with it. Next thing you know, boom, you can't go to trial because now time is out. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if I was you, I'd go and try to get a civil suit together and go on because you ain't got too much longer to try to press charges for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when she come up with the 30 mil. So technically, he's already been
Reprimanded.
for what he did. But to me, it's making people think more about what else he might have been doing. You understand, behind closed doors, and folk been saying this for a long time.
Remember what I said.
Nobody want to listen.
And I know you pretty much up on this, and we said this on a prior episode. Look at who it did it started with. Everybody he started with either almost died or dead.
No, everybody did,
no,
but
you-
everybody
right.
but Al B. Sure and Shine.
But
You
then
got to go back to L.B. Shortcake because he was poisoned.
he was
at
poor.
one
He
point.
almost died.
Yeah, he came
And
out
then
of
you know what I'm
coma.
saying?
there was some shaky business around Heavy D.
Exactly. Then look at it. The
And
second bit,
Jamie Foxx.
right? Because
All
you
of
know
them got
who
pulled
started
in
the
the same
record.
way.
Who got him to start recording? Jamie Foxx. He was the one that told him, "Hey, start recording, start documenting." You know what I mean? And then with all the other alleged stuff was going on, all the things with what's the other band group they used to have when they had the Making the Band group
I know.
with Dylan, Day 26, and all them cats. Where you had the one with Dylan and all them ones like that. So all of them cats now they ready to come out saying, you know, all the whoop the woo. I knew it was some funny business when all of a sudden he giving away masters. But you ain't giving away nobody. That's like saying I'm finna let you out of jail.
Right.
Bro, that's like saying, all right, bro, here you go. You like, you know, as Tony Stark had the hard thing. That's like saying, I'm gonna take your hard thing out and give it to you.
Yeah.
That's like what you work for. That's like your golden everything as an
But
artist.
my
I'm
thing
gonna
is
give it
this,
to you
though.
as an exec.
When the Fed come for you, that mean they got a case, and they came with Homeland Security. You dig? So that's even worse than just the regular Fed.
Yeah, that's
a little notch ahead.
That's
on
for the
top.
surveillance equipment. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's
But-
to be able to do what
but
they
now,
do with their
it's not
surveillance
just because of the surveillance; it's because of the sex trafficking too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the drug smuggling, because the motherfucker had a mule. You know what I'm saying? Well, several,
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
said Young Miami was doing
Young
that
Miami and
at
Jesus
one
baby
time.
mama.
Right.
Yeah, they
So,
got them on paperwork
you know what I'm
saying they
saying?
were paying them like an allotment per month
Right.
for whatever they were doing
Right.
with, you know, with people and stuff like sexual, like basically he was pimping them out.
Right.
Well, I think, you know, there's going to be a technical definition for sex trafficking on the books. That aside, I don't always think what the culture do is, you know, a culture is going to define that as sex trafficking. Like,
Gotcha.
I'm flying women out, we kicking it, we drink,
That's
we doing
considered
drugs.
that could be
On
considered
the
trafficking.
books, it's
That's
trafficking.
sex trafficking.
But in the hood, that's
Yeah, we
y'all
just get it
kicking
up. Yeah, because I was that's
You know
that's
what I'm
exactly what
saying?
I was finna say.
Because you have young women in that situation don't know they being trafficked because
Right.
they never looked at it like that. They
all on the
like,
gram
I think-
saying, yeah, he
but-
came and fly me out. I'm on my way.
That's it.
He just took care of my ticket. And actually, on the legal side, that is sex trafficking.
Yeah, but they
on the
saying
legal
flew
side,
out.
yeah.
Right.
But technically, let's just be real, y'all. This is a little worse. Like, you got
Mm-hmm.
minors that were drugged.
See, and
and
when you-
taking place.
When
But
you
you-
add minors into
They
it,
take
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole
They,
other
level. Nothing to
from
talk
from
about.
my understanding, the youngest I've heard was like 14.
I heard
Like,
12.
yeah,
12,
I
okay,
heard
12.
about the minors.
See what I'm saying?
But what I say to me,
You
and
know,
this
got to
is-
about Usher, bro.
yeah. But
No,
see, this,
Justin
this
Bieber,
just,
no.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but I'm just talking about Usher itself. They were saying when they were doing
No.
the, and if you go back and pull this up and get a chance, when the
Yeah.
Usher, they talked about it, and they said, Usher, would you send your son to
Shit.
Diddy Camp? He said, hell, fuck no.
But see, and this just for me personally, cause I'm pro us.
Yeah.
Like I want, and once I see what he did to that lady on video, I just ain't got nothing else for him.
Oh, I got nothing.
Like-
That's Ray Rice. That Ray Rice all over, cuz.
Nothing.
That Ray Rice
Because
rap.
I know you don't. you know, you can get redemption, you could be forgiven and all that, but you don't stand for what I stand for. And not only that, you played in everybody's face.
No.
Because a few weeks before the video dropped, you put out the statement saying, I didn't do this. They just coming
Video
at
and
me for that.
everything.
Then the video dropped. Man, you got to change your tone. Like, bro, you playing in our face.
No, you done went and got T.D. Jakes to help try and paid him
You know what I mean?
to try to get him
For
to
real?
help clean. That's
I
how
ain't
he
see-
got in the mix.
Yeah.
Because he gave him
clean-
money
Oh, yeah, when they were
to
talking about
clean
he,
his image and name
I
up. That's
did-
why
I do
T.D.
remember
Jakes
that.
started being on Revolt all of a sudden.
I did see that when they started
Huh?
trying to say he was banging TD Jakes.
Oh,
I did
yeah,
see
he
that.
was at the party. They got film showing him sitting right there up on them. You understand? And then they say he got 2 boys that's in the LBGQT community.
LBGQT.
Excuse me.
LBG.
Excuse me.
I8
I tried.
plus.
Yeah, I tried.
I thought I could say it. LB.
well, you
I'm
know.
gonna have to get that down.
So,
But
yeah,
no
it's,
disrespect. I just can't. I guess my dyslexic in the
And
tone.
I mean, somebody like did it, bro. All the success that you've had, all the women that you've had access to, all the money, way more than the average person. You a legend in your own right.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have to do that.
But
No,
see,
what I don't
that's the problem, bro.
understand
They
is-
get too much money, and they get like they say about remember Bobby Valentino,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because you heard what he said,
Like the
right?
Steven Seagal
Right, they
movie,
said that
Above
was
the Law.
right. That what they said his body, cause bodyguard. He said because he had a bodyguard came out and said that's how they found out about him. You know, he was messing with the trainer, trainers and everything. He said they was somewhere, and he was like, he had 2 girls with him. Of course, some of them you can't tell. He said at this point, I guess he couldn't tell the bodyguard. He said, "All right, man, go ahead and take him to the, he walk my girls to the bathroom, make sure they straight." So he, they get up kind of first, and he tell him to follow him. So as he's following them, he's not thinking because he's walking in, like walking behind them about 5 feet behind them as they walk to the bathroom. He's thinking they finna go to this side. Boom, they go that way. He said they walking that bad bush, they standing up pissing just like him. And he said he talked back to him later on, and he told him what he said was, after so long, after you had so much money, you had sex with so many women, the finest women on the planet, because you're that star, the singer, you just get bored. And they go into what's next. And that's what they fall and delve into that part.
Do you think it got something to do with all the different dignitarians, I guess you can say, that was there as well?
I think it's all wrapped up. We'll probably never get the full story. We're gonna get some of it, but we'll never know.
Because they said politicians.
Yeah, but like I say, man, even if you was doing dirty politician stuff, if you was doing shady business, cool. None of that should, in my opinion, lead to that video.
Exactly.
Cause ain't no money in that. That's you. That's all you.
Well,
that's
I
all
don't-
ego. That's all personal.
Exactly,
What I
bro.
don't understand
That's all
is
your
why
demons right there.
I don't understand what's the thrill in it.
Me
What's the
either.
thrill in what?
Being with a child. They were. I told you. They said Demi Moore was walking around with young boys like 14 to 16 years of age.
But think about how
Then
much
you
you see
had-
that though, man.
Then you had
The
certain.
teachers and all this stuff
Well,
messing
I
with
don't
little
know how
kids and
spiritual
stuff.
y'all are, but it say, man, we battle not against flesh and blood. It's a demon working through.
Oh
them
yes,
folks,
sir.
man.
All day,
And
all
then have
day,
y'all seen the Nickelodeon documentary? That's out?
bruh. I'm talking about
that's the worst,
stupid.
bro.
all of them.
Bruh,
All of 'em.
all of them, bruh.
The stuff that
The,
they
with the
had
Keenan
them
and
kids-
Kel
yeah,
and
man.
all them other cats on the backside and all that. They show
Come
all
on,
that,
man.
bro. Real
Not,
deal.
not only what they
Disney
was
too.
doing, not
Raven
only-
Simone.
You seen the
But
part?
not only what he was doing with the young kids and putting them in sexual situation, but the way he was talking to the adults and the way he was
Bruh.
talking to the black talent.
Like it was
Like,
nothing,
bro,
dog.
you had
Bruh.
some stuff. That's one of the worst documentaries I've watched. Like, I couldn't get through the 3rd episode.
I'm gonna tell you something that'll
That
mess
was
you up. I forgot what movie I said. This on another episode. I want you to pull this up. And I think it was which one I tell you they taking them to Treasure Island? Which
Treasure
one?
Island.
Which one is that?
Oh, you
That-
talking about
that-
Peter Pan?
Peter Pan. Okay. You go back into a clip of Peter Pan. It's back when the cat is talking to the dude when they talking about Treasure Island. You don't see the guy come to the cat. He gonna say, you guys, you want to make some real money. And so them guys like, okay, who do you want me to? So that's what the cat thinking, that you want him to kill somebody. Cat, he like, no. He said, what we're gonna do, we're gonna find all the bad and disenchanted little boys, and we're gonna take them to Treasure Island. And he was like, oh, and he's thinking they finna, kill him or whatever. And he, walk up to him and whisper in his ear, like, what are we gonna do? And so he come up to him like, and then the cat jump back like, he said, then the dude come back, he say like, yeah, because they don't come back as boys.
Yeah, but that's
right. So it's like, I'm like, it's
literally
literally
right
right
there.
there.
Face, though.
Yeah.
Right there, bro.
Going back
It
to
is saying it right there,
Teletubbies
bro.
and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right there, like,
it's been in
but you
our
know what
face.
Teletubbies, right? You know what that's about?
Nah.
That's
I never
about
really watched it.
5. I think it's 4. Not it's how many of them?
different
4.
colors.
It's 4 different people, and there's about 4 different kids that was in a Russian, like I think, insane asylum or something like that. Which one is the blue? Which one is blue?
I
don't know.
One of them is blue, purple.
red, and
All right,
yellow.
so the one is
Green or
blue
something.
because I can't remember. I'm gonna try to remember this because it was everything that happened
one
to
of them
him.
was just funny.
Blue of them was
I
because
just
it
seen
was.
them. I never really
Blue was
watched
because one of them was died because they were choked to death and found blue. The red one was because something happened to them because they burned into they died in the hospital. They were burned.
Are these real stories? Or you
Yes,
saying this
bro.
is
No, this
fake?
real stories, bro. I got it was almost some Joe Rogan shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? No. It's documented, bro. Literally,
I'll go check
I looked
it
it up.
out.
That's why I told you put it up because I looked it up myself because I didn't believe this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like you go look at the which one Winnie the Pooh. You know that shit about Tim Robbins being fucking schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Because every last one of them is a damn
Different
They
personality.
definitely
Sloth, you know what I'm saying, all the shit like that. So I feel like all of them, just like they trying to say they some type, like they trying to say right now that fucking Walt Disney is frozen in the Cinderella land right now. Like literally, they say it's a cryo take right now in Disney World in Cinderella's paw right now.
Been a long,
Well,
long,
Walt
long.
Disney is frozen, just chilling, waiting on the cure castle or something. They go drop him back in right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you one question. I want to jump on one question. Let me see if you can touch it and everything like this, because I've kind of been on it a little bit. What you think about this the pyramids and the Antarctica shit?
I ain't heard about it.
All right, now it's a
Are you
conspiracy.
saying the bottom, like there's a under of the pyramid?
Nah,
or something?
like
What you talking about?
okay, the ice wall.
Just break it
Okay,
down to me.
all right. So they're saying right now that if you go back and look at the old map, Antarctica looks totally different.
Who is they?
You will scientists. Scientists say you guys plenty of archaeologists and geologists in which they do all the research and reference to it. I ain't looking at nobody this whatever. But it said you go look at the maps and and I looked at it, went and looked at them. They're different. They'll show you Antarctica shows as it was made different. Like one of them look like one mass, but one of them looks like circles. So what they're saying is that Antarctica is built up as ice walls. Because if you go back and look through time, they're saying that it was based on some of the all the old stuff that's on the walls of the actual pyramids. That the actual times behind the ice wall, that is a fertile land and all green and everything past Antarctica. Because they said now notice that why the U.S. Army and all that stuff, they own all of Antarctica, and why you think you can't fly over there? I don't care what you write. Right now, if you try to go to Antarctica, you can't.
Anytime the U.S. buys something, it's because of resources.
You know what I mean?
You best believe there's
And
some
that-
natural.
Or,
and listen, that's
or
what
they're hiding something.
and that's what they're saying it is that that's where all of the actual technology and reference to how you build the pyramids. Because if you go back and look at it and see in reference to the mass, the amount of bricks, and how they would actually get it there, bro, there is no fucking way.
Yeah, we
And
don't
that
have the
time,
technology.
somebody walked
Especially back
those,
then.
slid those up that high, and as many bricks precise to put all of them in that
My
area
thing
like
it
that.
did,
That's
D.
no way. So they're trying to say that that's where all of the higher technologies and references, that's why we're always seeing and doing new stuff, new airplanes and stuff like that. And that's why they say half of the stuff that they showing us in plain sight. Like I watched the Avengers and Ultron today. To me, that's kind of like saying what they think AI is going to end up being.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Where you can actually digitize something, throw something in there, and now it digitizes itself. It no longer needs you. It can feed itself. And now, and that's what it basically
That
saying.
Terminator shit.
Right. And so, and think about all the movies and references that you go back even to then up to now that's giving you that type of vibe. So, yeah, go back and look up the ice wall, man. And I ain't going to lie, I do watch some.
When it comes to that, though, just to say something on that, like, when it comes to scientists, personally, I think they're like doctors. They're just practicing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So they trying to come up with the best conclusion possible.
Right. And
That's
I agree
all.
with you in that
That's
to a
all.
certain extent. I do
So-
think they know what they doing.
But I think a lot of that shit they don't though. You know what I'm saying?
What
It's
you mean
more or
if they
less-
don't know what they doing? What you mean by
It's
that?
like more or less like a doctor. Like, okay, I'm a go through certain trials to see if this is what I think it is. I'm not really sure. Like a scientist, they don't, like you were just saying about the pyramids and all that. Them folk don't know about. They don't know shit.
Right, I agree, but
You know what I'm saying?
But,
They
but,
just
but think about what we were
guessing
taught.
and
We was,
feeding us.
let's go back. Let's go. We was always taught that the pyramids was what? A tomb, right?
Technically, yeah.
Why you ain't never found a body?
Oh, they can't get to them.
No, they've been through the comb that whole damn place, bro.
No, they
Nah,
ain't.
that's
No,
the
but
thing
the-
I heard
about-
about that the pyramids go
All the way deep, and that's why they
And
want, and they own that. That's why you can't get
If
down
they-
there.
They have some pyramids.
But you ain't never found a tomb in
They
there.
have no. Listen, they have found tombs. It's a documentary on Netflix.
I about to say they found
They have
several
found
tombs.
tombs.
But they never found a body.
Yes, they have.
No, that, bro.
Yes, they
okay.
have. G, I'm
Okay.
telling you. I've
there's
seen this
several
shit.
mummies, not just in those
And they can go
pyramids,
back
but
and tell
different
you how far back because of the bones. They even found tombs, and they're trying to figure out how this shit happened, where it wasn't a pyramid.
What I'm
It was-
saying is that
it was let's say this, it's an inverted pyramid where the top is flat and nothing but sand, but it's triangle going down, and at the top they, the bodies of the servants are, but they were full of water. You know what I'm saying? And then they say they got booby traps, so you
Yeah.
can't find they gold and shit. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
see, I love everybody. We all should be searching for knowledge and
Right.
how different things go. But I would say at my current state of life and where I'm going, I can't say it mean much to me.
yeah.
But see, that's just that guy. That's just that tribe.
No, they just talking about that's the pyramid of Giza. Giza is a pyramid itself. That's what I'm trying to tell
I
you.
think all three of them
All
made
th-
up.
are
three
lined,
of 'em
right? And they
are
are
the-
lined.
yeah, all
That's
three
what
of 'em.
That's what I was saying. It's gonna be important. And the reason that what I'm saying, like,
But
and-
I'm saying there's more than just them three, though.
right, most definitely, because
That's
it's all
all
over the
I'm
world. Because they find a lot of geos and stuff like now.
In them three,
So-
but it's others they have gotten into and found bodies. They found like
Yeah, they definitely
cups made of gold
Right.
and got jewels
So,
on shit like that.
do y'all believe that? Because everything. I guess I'm gonna kind of stretch a little bit farther with it in reference to the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all believe in? Because basically, I feel like all the Bibles are, all the Bibles in different religions, they kind of run the same choice. There's always one great God, 12 people that make it here and kind of walk this, this great line and this great mission to get to this great feat or whatever. But okay, we would talk about Jesus, and when they wrote the Bible, how you gonna tell me that this actual text, that this is it, but the word Jesus and the letter J wasn't even in the fucking alphabet when you wrote this?
Because that's easy.
And it wasn't interpreted in a way.
But
That's what I'm saying.
that's just translation.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? There was no J in that language.
right.
But over time, as it gets translated into new languages, there's a letter J. So I don't think it's let's say there was the same sound maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Just sound or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Like just like
But
how
the-
this.
But there was no letter for it. But
So-
they just had to go by the
And I
equivalent. So
think,
don't
I think that's like to sum it all up. Another reason for having faith.
right.
But let me ask
You
you
got
one
to
more
have
question.
faith that
I got faith.
over the time that ain't nothing been took out, ain't
But-
nothing been left out purposely.
But let's ask this:
you know what I'm saying? Like
if we
just
all
gotta
come
have
from,
faith.
if we all come from Adam and Eve, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did all the different languages that don't relate back to the end? Because this what I feel like it was. Like it was all one people. And of course, then when you do your research, is that of course you have to separate people to be able to weaken them, because they all together you're gonna beat one person. You know what I mean? No matter how. So it's basically where you separated them by throwing languages up.
But that's already explained
Right.
in the Bible.
Right.
As they built, what was it called? The Temple of Babel. They built this big temple up to the sky to show how great they were as
Right.
they were gods or whatever. And God came down, struck it down, and he separated their tongues so they could no longer communicate.
And that's what they saying the basis of everything in Whipper to the temple and all everything in Egypt. Because if you go back, it's with all the research of what they're saying, it back to them texts that when all of this stuff happened, is that it was a big, great civilization and all this stuff. Because you go look at some of these geographical settings, if you go look on Google Earth, it looks like it's showing like a plateau. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like up, like how it would be just like lift up off a little bit and it's like a round. But if you look at it at the top, you know what it look like? It's like a stump of a tree. But the tree was just big as fuck.
Well, again, man,
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they say everything was bigger.
All hungry for knowledge and would love to know things. I don't think we're gonna figure out everything on this side of life. It's just too short of life. And my faith leads me to believe that we're spiritual beings.
Oh, most definitely.
We're having this human experience right now.
Oh, most definitely.
It's so short and it's so fragile.
Oh yeah, you got to appreciate it every day.
Yeah,
most definitely. You know what I'm saying? So it's just my guess. I just hear a couple of things and just kind of wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, my point was, I think we're gonna get a lot of answers on the other side of this.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I got before we go, we got to get on this. We talked about it a little bit, but
what you want to say?
I just want to ask him how he feel about the presidential situation and the race.
He gonna win.
I mean, that's the way it looked, though.
He gonna win.
I mean, it seems like it's being set up for him to win because, like they said, as soon as he actually got convicted of them 34 felony counts, right? I think they said he got them folk raised up like $25-30 million for this dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just like that. I mean,
nothing surprised me. I will tell y'all this. I stopped watching cable news, all of it, last August on my birthday. Have not watched it. I don't watch MSNBC, CNN, Fox News.
You watch sports. You just don't watch.
No. How I get my news is I wake up, I have all these different outlets, some independent, some known. They send me morning emails, and they have a rundown of the top stories.
Gotcha.
So I just want the information. I don't want the opinions that they put because
that's where the bullshit come in.
News has shifted to make their money. Like, we gonna give you what you want to hear,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Instead of what you need to hear.
You need to hear some of it, but they only gonna give you one angle.
Right.
Like, if I'm a pro-Trump person, I can make my whole reality
about
pro-Trump stuff, and then I can clap back at people who don't like Trump through the internet. If I'm anti-Trump, I can make that my whole universe.
Right.
I'm a person, I just need the info. So just give me the article with what happened and the details, and then I'll make my opinion from that. And I just think we at a sad place in this country, man. Vote for who you want to vote for, but I will say the MAGA side of things, they're saying their part out loud.
In your face.
And they're playing with Project 2025 and all this stuff. To me, it's only to benefit certain white men. Everybody else in that plan
gets nothing.
Oh, they gonna get something. They gonna get jail time. They not gonna be talking back. Some of them gonna be made to work. They're gonna be gonna be pretty or dead.
They're gonna be made to stay in certain places.
They're trying to run a play that they're already running in other countries. When he's linking up with Putin, when he's linking up with
North Korea,
Viktor Orban out of Hungary, who was the latest person to run this play. If you look how Viktor Orban ran the play to turn Hungary from a democracy to a dictatorship, it's all there. First thing he did, took control of the Supreme Court.
Yep.
Sound familiar?
That's your law.
Second thing, after he got the Supreme Court, he made his followers turn on the media. Sound familiar?
What's going on?
And he turned on the government organization. Y'all can't trust the FBI. Y'all can't trust them because y'all know they shaky. So it basically turned into, you can only trust me.
Yep.
And his last thing that he did, he tore up their constitution. And so now he in power as long as he want to be.
That's crazy.
But guess what? They his oligarchs and everybody, they living, they eating. But the people in the economy
Gone.
ain't doing much. So I think if Trump get back in, they going to run the play.
Telling you,
Players
bro.
already in play.
The play in there. The
They
power
been
players in place.
practicing.
Yeah.
January 6th was practice.
Yeah. That was
So,
that spring game.
I can give y'all,
And that's why
I can give y'all 2 examples where South Carolina in the 1800s, they ran up in the capital, in the state capital, and tried to take it like that. Brothers got arrested. They came back and said, all right, we can't take over like that. We got to take it by law.
Right.
In the Alabama Constitution, when they tried lynching and everything, the Constitution Committee that met in 1901, they said if we're going to maintain white supremacy, we got to do it by law. Hitler. People don't know Hitler. It's called a beer hall push. Him and his boys, his minions, they ran up in a government building where it wasn't a government building, but the government was meeting there. They ran up in there, tried to have their January 6th. Hitler got arrested. While he was in there, guess what he said? He said, damn, okay, can't take it by force. I do it by law. He came back out and ran the play. And that's all they doing. They're lining up the judges. They're lining up their politicians.
Yeah, they put
and
them
as
in.
you see, what's so scary about it, he wants complete loyalty.
That's it.
Anybody, like the governor that just came, the governor didn't even say, the governor of Maryland, he was like, well, I think that, it was we got to let the rule of the law be the rule of the law. They was like, you done, buddy.
That's it.
And they've been running him through the mud
Ever
because
since.
they want complete blind loyalty to Trump or nothing else. Do that sound like some black people want to willingly sign up for?
Nope. I'm telling you, bro.
And I think the black folks that's doing it, listen, man,
More
if they
power
want
to
to F
you.
around, I think finding out going to be the only move.
That's the only
'Cause
destination.
I think if they get it, if they get what they want this time, I don't think the only way to get it back is what we had to do from 1861.
Well, I'm not saying
1865.
you're not a bright brother,
Yeah.
because you seem to be very deep in what you know. But my question to both of y'all is this: if me, you, and you know this, why is it the government playing into his hands?
Because
they,
they going to benefit.
they benefit. That's why he letting the money in, bro. The
They
tag
gon-
break,
they-
bro.
They going to benefit.
They getting the money.
you got some Democrats are thinking, let them talk and be so crazy, that's going to make people vote against them. It's a hell of a plan. I wouldn't run it, but whatever.
It ain't
But
working.
you got other politicians who might now say that they hate Trump, but if he get in power,
They
They gonna
chillin'.
be shaking his hand.
They gonna bend the knee.
They gonna chill.
Like Game of Thrones, they gonna bend the knee.
Like
Y'all-
half of the Republican Party don't like him, but the
You
other
got no
half,
choice.
they
They
with him.
gonna
What
bend
you
the
gonna
knee.
do?
This man done talked about their kids, their wives, to their face. They done went back and forth, and they came right back, bent the knee, and kissed the ring.
Bro,
That ain't my type of
disrespect the black
lifestyle,
folk right here
bro.
selling tennis shoes, that gold and all that
Yeah.
other crap and all
But
that.
here's why I got hope, because if they run the Project 2025 play and they pretty much bring back segregation and dictatorship, it's going to be survival time.
It's starting in
and if
Mississippi already now.
And if anything, we already groomed to survive.
Already.
We know how to survive. They're going to be them.
Because they ain't used to what we
surviving
do. Yeah, because we used to the type of what we had to
We
deal with to come
used to
home.
it.
Y'all ain't used to what we
So
gonna
that
bring
why
to
I
y'all.
ain't- That why I
It
ain't
have
been
to be.
making a lot of noise. I ain't been on no anti-Trump rants or nothing. I'm like, vote for who you want to vote for.
I'm
But y'all
chilling.
gonna see, cause I know at the end of the day,
They gonna blow up in their face.
That's it.
and when it do,
Cause my thing is, if
my
you know
family got land down in South Alabama. We
Count
got
the counter,
acres.
baby.
We got we raise our own food. We got our own gun. We can make our own bullets if we want to.
I'm out of there.
So y'all play around.
I'm gone.
Out of there.
Out of there, cuz.
Out of there.
I'm out of here like
Already
a fart in
ready.
the wind.
So every time I've been seeing some news, I just been stockpiling.
Yeah.
And I
Chilling.
understand AR ain't gonna do much against a tank, but let them know we went out.
I'm going. Hey, look, I'm going out like Tony Montana now. I swear to God. Now you gonna do you. You gonna do it bad,
bro. Ain't gonna be but one way to get it
You
back,
got to get me.
and it's gonna be another civil
Hey.
war.
Cause
or
it
whatever.
seems as if You know, I understand that was bullshit in New York. But my thing is, why is it taking so long for the government to tell him to come here
No, they're not doing that.
because of the January 6th?
Nope, not gonna do that.
Cause they scared, and he done
got
put all
more.
his judges in place
All-
all across.
that's what I
They
keep
had
telling
to
you.
find somewhere where could we get a leg up on them with the not only the judge in the case, but the appellate judges and everybody. Because you take him to most places, he might not have the courtroom judge, but he'll have the appellate, the ones that handle the appeal.
So as
and
soon as
then
you get the
can't do
charge, he
nothing.
coming out the backside, he getting it thrown out.
They literally had to find where they can get a DA, where they can get all of this stuff in their favor. But at the end of the day, he still got
He can
6
still-
on the Supreme Court.
and he
But
still
that's
can
why
run.
they didn't get him on Fed charges. They got him on state charges because the Supreme Court can't speak on state charges.
Period.
Only the state.
Yeah. Same thing with green, with marijuana being legal. That's the state legal. It's still illegal by feds.
Right.
Fed could come through and sweep the whole damn thing if they want to, but it's making money. So why we gonna kill the cash cow? You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, they had to play that
same
high
thing.
and tight as they could.
There it is.
But I still think this white people election, man, they finna choose where they want the country to go.
Because we don't vote.
It's not even that.
No, we
You
vote.
got we do, but
We
think
vote
about
now.
think about where the majority of our votes and where we are. Majority of black votes are in the deep south.
Right. I agree.
So, but they're in red states, so we don't even really dent it.
yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? If it was all popular vote,
Yeah, like
it'd
Georgia,
be different. But they just flipped
yeah.
Georgia.
They just flipped Georgia.
Red,
Yeah,
man.
Georgia purple.
It's
Georgia
purple.
purple. They flipped it blue for Biden last time, but
Yeah.
they still got the Republican governor, so it's purple. It can
Yeah,
go
see,
red,
red
or
and
blue.
blue.
It's a swing
Either way,
state.
yeah.
But
That's why there's always Florida,
yeah, Alabama,
Florida,
Mississippi,
Florida,
Texas, Arkansas,
California. Those your swing
There's so
states.
many of us there, but we vote.
Then
but
if he get the Latino
the
vote,
numbers ain't there, and he getting them.
that's it. You get that? Case of
Nah,
what?
he got to get out of the Midwest and the South.
Yeah,
Can he get Pennsylvania?
yeah.
Can he
Massachusetts,
get,
Maine.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Can he do that? That's
Indiana.
yeah.
He can get Indiana because he's too close to goddamn.
Yeah,
Michigan.
Indiana with red.
It's too.
so,
it's
yeah,
too. He's too close to Minnesota and all that shit.
But like I said,
Idaho
man,
and
I
shit.
ain't gonna panic either. I see what's coming.
Bro, I done saw it for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, tell you when it started. Remember that? You know that 7th year, Obama.
No, boy, you missed the whole thing.
What you
No,
saying?
When
You-
Obama got
So
it.
you saying? I'm saying when the play got started, like
No.
like when you put it in, like put it in play.
First of all, the Supreme Court play, that
Right.
was a 40+ year play since Reagan was in office.
True.
So they waited that long to get the Supreme Court. Everything else got exasperated. Keep in mind, the MAGA folks, the deep Southern white folks, they went into politics. They were the ones that weren't voting.
Right.
But then when Obama got elected, now everything is a boogeyman for them.
Yeah,
See, y'all, it's coming.
yeah,
They done put a nigger in office.
yeah.
So just, you can name anything. They turn into a boogeyman, and these folks think that they're fighting against the devil himself.
Right.
CRT, boogeyman.
Yep.
BLM, boogeyman.
Yep.
Of course, the LGBTQ, that's all
Peter.
the boogeyman. That's
The
the
dog
top
folk.
one.
Why don't we have any better representation from the Democrat Party? Do you think they just done gave up?
No, I don't think it's that. I mean, we got
We ain't got nobody for real.
We ain't got no.
we got some good ones, but
Who?
I love like Jasmine Crockett. I like what Terry Sewell here is doing.
But they ain't gonna never
on
let
the Senate
Terry,
side,
they ain't gonna never let Terry Sewell be. I'm talking about for president though.
nah. But see, that's the thing. We got to stop just looking at president, mayor, and governor. That's
Well,
the executive branch.
I got
We
you.
got to look at legislative, the people that make the laws, the Congress, the Senate. That's where the power is. The judges, the president. In most cases, he just signed off on it. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
got
yep.
the power to veto that. But we be so focused on that office, folks don't know what congressional district they stay in. They don't know who they senators
Half
are.
of them how know they need to vote in until they get
Or know if they can vote.
Right.
If
so,
I talk to a brother right now and ask him, man, what's the biggest problem in your world? If he say something like child support, I was like, who making you pay child support? Who wrote the law?
you gonna say baby mama?
No, brother.
Is that what he gonna
Them
say?
law, you got to know who on your state Senate and your state Congress, who writing the laws.
Right.
That's the people that's making you pay child support.
Exactly.
The president and the governor ain't have nothing to do with that except for signing off on the law.
That's it. When they get to
They
that
don't write laws.
Period. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is was a fantastic, exhilarating, and man, I just appreciate my guy coming up with us, man.
I did not know what time it was. Life has been blowing me up.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in with us, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all, we gonna be back next week to cut up some more. And on the behalf of your boy D right here, and I got my main man to the left, Elroy, and our great and esteemed special guest, comedian extraordinaire, FunnyMaine. We definitely appreciate you sitting in, man.
I appreciate that.
Most definitely, man.
Really do, bro.
But
Great
next week,
combo.
guys, we gonna come back in and we gonna knock it out of park again. What you got, my boy, before we get up out of here?
Man, I ain't got nothing, man. I just want to tell you I appreciate you coming through,
Yes, sir.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Honor and a pleasure to meet you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got some more things to talk about next week. Get into the NBA
Go
finals.
Celtics, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Celtics in 6. So I want to say this because I know we might know. I don't know if the episode will go in before the first goddamn game. But Celtics in 6.
I don't know about that. Bro.
Road to 18.
I don't know about that, brother.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? Jaylen Brown, MVP, Jason Tatum. If you don't show up, you better get your goddamn ass off my goddamn roster.
Hey,
Derek White, I
Luka
need
and
you.
Kyrie gonna
Luka
have
ain't
something to
nothing
say.
but a big bag of sauce meat that's gonna have some crackers and we like cheese with it.
Well, all I know is
Kyrie, you on my list, boy.
Jason Tatum
Derek
is known
White,
for nothing
step
else.
up, son. Big Al Horford, old man.
Oh, he
Jay
gonna play.
Holiday.
He gonna
And I ain't
ball.
talking about that nigga who sang and shit.
For me, when it comes, we gonna get
We
more
gonna get into it. When we gonna get up out of